everyone. Let me just check. Yeah, no, I am coming through. It has been 2 weeks. I've, tech issues abound. I am not risking anything. Welcome to London Towerfall part 1 of the 2-part finale.
Yeah.
Woo. I need like canned applause. I'm glad you're wired because I'm so not. You can be wired for the both of us.
I can be wired for all of us. I got so much energy.
There goes the script. My name is Hedgehawk. Online is Hedgehawk UK. I use he, him pronouns, and I am delighted for the second to last time to be the storyteller for tonight's episode. Feels a bit surreal. We have so much to get through, and it's like we need to get to a good ending, or a ending. It's like be a good ending, ending. As long as all 4 of you make it out in some way, shape, or form, then it's a good ending. Anyway, I'm gonna let everyone introduce themselves, tell them who they are and who they're playing and where you may occasionally find them. I am going to start. We're going to go clockwise this time and anti-clockwise next time. So we'll start with Blue.
Hey, I'm Blue. You can find me online under Sanguis Blue on pretty much all social media platforms, all 50,000 of them. I will be playing Leto. We both have she, her pronouns, but she's a Malkavian.
As opposed to Blue, who is not. Well.
She goes, I would tell.
I'm not allowed to say that.
Yeah, ask me a different question.
Anna.
Blue is clearly Ventrue in real life.
I will be looking into that and deciding my reaction.
Listen, I've got spies. Just that's how I found information, okay?
What you're going to have is delayed reaction syndrome. So, like, halfway through the episode, Blue might just
I'm like, wait a minute.
Anyway, Anna.
Hi, I'm Anna, or Riley, whichever one you prefer. I use they, them pronouns, and I will once again be playing Dominic, he, they pronouns, your favorite himbo, who is absolutely not doing any masquerade breaches ever.
No, there's no such thing as a masquerade breach too big or too small that Dom will commit.
Exactly.
The only reason Dom is now fighting the Camarilla is because if the Camarilla took control, they would be in trouble.
Yeah, no, honestly, I don't think he has any idea what he's getting into, but, he's vibing with it, it's fine.
Look, all you had to do last session was get in the goddamn cage. That's all you had to do.
Oh, no, this is without context.
Yeah,
this is really
that was,
weird.
yeah. I understand actually saying that out of context.
Yeah, no, he's not getting in any cage.
It was the golden cage.
Oh
it was nice.
Nah.
Anyway.
There was a pillow.
I mean, there was a perch where the birds sit. Anyway. Inez.
Hello, everyone. My name is Inez. I use she, her pronouns. And tonight, for the second to last time, I will be playing Valerian, our amazing, wonderful, show-stopping, never to be seen before, capitalist pig. He's just a silly little guy being hunted by French people, and hasn't done anything wrong at all.
It's also so straight. He's so straight.
Clear conscience, it's
Just an innocent
always
guy.
straight. Yeah, 2 lesbian moms, very straight. Yes.
Straight as a U-turn.
I'm gonna remember that one.
Oh,
Next.
God. Yeah, I realised something writing the notes for tonight. that no one's actually picked up on what the names of the Frenchies are. Like, no one's thought to ask.
Who fucking cares?
They're the fucking Frenchies.
Exactly.
I've never met them.
No, to be fair, I think Leto's the only one who's not. No, Morgan and Leto haven't met them. From memory. I'm doing this from memory.
Only in passing.
Only, yeah.
True.
In mention, but not actually physically. Anyway,
Yeah.
lastly but not leastly, Callum.
Hello, I'm Callum. I use they them pronouns. I'm playing Morgan, who also uses they them pronouns. You can find me on the internet most places under Theatre Callum. Yeah, and you can find me also checking that I'm in the right parallel reality where, like, we like Valerian and Dom hasn't done any masquerade breaches. I'm very confused. I must have switched to the wrong Callum. Anyway,
No, it's fine.
yeah, I'm ready to play. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to attempt to ruin all plans made by the DM in hopes that
All players.
all players. I'm here to cause chaos.
Look,
Take names and chew bubblegum, and I can't even say
Ha-
that. Or
ha-
I don't even like bubblegum, so I'm just here to cause chaos.
right. Half of my notes for the next 2 sessions are literally what to do if Callum causes chaos. They are contingencies and like little tidbits I can use if I need to get myself a get out of jail free card. I can't wait. Well, I love Vampire.
Contingency.
Yeah, well, contingency 240.
Just block off the stream.
Oh no, Callum seems to be having technical difficulties. What a shame. No, well, I love Vampire very, very much. I am very looking forward to doing sci-fi in the future, just because when someone gives me something which is too chaotic, I can just go, space science. It just works. I don't have to explain it. It just works.
You just get vented out of an airlock. It's
Exactly.
really easy to do in sci-fi.
Exactly. It's like, you know,
It doesn't have airlocks.
no.
You know, in space, no one can hear you scream. It's fine.
Well, no one can hear you stream or scream.
¿Por qué no los dos? You know? Why not both?
Right, before we dive into the deep stuff and possibly watch Dom have another screaming match into the phone, or threaten Valerian, which was a big curveball from last session.
That was fun.
That was
Don't
very
you think?
fun.
No,
It's like,
no. Specify. Threaten his mothers.
yes.
No.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I remember. No, okay, yeah, I remember that now. I'm like, what the fuck happened?
Lou was like, what the fuck did I make?
Yeah.
You're so funny, threatening
Yeah.
the cartel. You're funny. You're funny.
Wow.
Threatening, not just
I don't
that,
think
but
he knows
threatening,
it is that.
but threatening Valerian in Valerian's home that they were both locked into in a lockdown scenario. So there was no way of getting
Wow.
out, even if, you know, Dom had wanted to. Marcus was exhausted to the point where they couldn't have helped. Something had gone
Listen,
wrong.
Power move.
Dom has a low intelligence for a reason. Never said he was smart.
Speaking
power
of
move.
recaps,
It's good.
Well,
Yes, Riga, got him. Let's go.
Please. I'm muting myself. This is going to be...
Before we went into recap land very quickly, I'd do one quick shout out, 2 quick shout outs actually. One to our sister UK streaming channel, Some of the Heroes. Their D&D campaign continues this Sunday, not next Sunday. They just passed episode 69, nice. And it's a whole lot of fun. I really wanted episode 69 of this, but oh well.
One day.
One day. But no, it's a great stream. 3 p.m. tomorrow. You'd be a fool to miss it. Second of all, congratulations is in order to Inez for joining Horde of Tales.
Oh, you're so sweet.
The team has got bigger, brighter, and better, and doubled in size, with loads of fun and interesting content in the pipeline, including the return near you happy hours, which I have done the application for, and I just ticked every single box. Just like, I'll take all of it. I'll just give me whatever you want. I'll do it. Just give me a DM and I'll do any of it. But that's I can't wait for that. Anyway, as is tradition, since none of us write enough notes, including myself, to do a comprehensive recap, which as a storyteller is pretty. It's not though. That's the problem. I turn the stream off and it falls out of my ear, and I come back the next Sunday and go, I'm pretty sure I should have remembered this. But no, as a tradition, Callum takes us to a by memory only recap. But since it's the finale, we figured the whole thing.
Yeah, so okay, this is pure memory. I have just written these notes from like not checking anything, just like looking at how many episodes have been and trying to figure it out. But I have written notes this time, but it is still just off my memory. So, episode 1, we are introduced to the dysfunctional coterie acting outside of Valerian, the witch white guy blood dealer, old underground station in Camden, as well as Valerian, there is also Dom, a himbo new boy who is a walking masquerade breach, Leto, the mysterious detective who lives in the library and helps pigs for some reason, and the main character, Morgan, who is visited by their sire, and lots of angst has happened and a vague warning. Anyway, it turns out that someone's pulled a heist in Camden for some jewels, and there's no signs of a break-in, so it's clearly a vampire. Who, at the same time, someone's fucking with Valerian's blood. Morgan couldn't give two shits about Valerian's business, so they go off to find out about the possibility of the Clapton Ravagers being involved, while the rest of the team go and invest the blood bags. Morgan, being too lazy to track down and not having the stats to find out where a bunch of hackers are, just walks into the Ravagers' territory. Dom, meanwhile, has been dealing with a stalker, and as they leave the blood bag investigation, the stalker is there. As they run off to make sure that they don't find anything, they are stopped by Quinn, the leader of one of the other factions, and is almost killed for being rubbish. The cliffhanger ends where apparently the DM didn't consider that a character who is experienced in the different factions would just go and talk to them. So that's what the cliffhanger was Callum and Morgan walking into an area that the DM hadn't prepared dialogue for. Morgan has a really constructive conversation with the Ravagers for a little bit, then gets a phone call from the rest of the team who are like, hey, got any information? And Morgan's like, I figured it all out, mate. But the team don't decide to tell them that they keep on running into weird cop situations until it's way too late. So the cops show up, the Pigmobile shows up and attacks the Ravagers. Leto sneaks away from the two others who are driving towards the situation. So Leto and Morgan kind of help a couple of vampires get out. Morgan jumps into the car with Dom and Valerian and has a car chase where Dom is using the pedals and Morgan is controlling their hands. And there's like some weird flirting going on. They've got some sort of history, it's kind of hinted at. It's a great car heist. Everything goes really well. Meanwhile, Leto has not been in the car the whole time, which we completely knew the whole time and didn't forget.
No, I'm not even talking about.
Watches the whole thing go down. At some point, either in this episode or the episode after, I don't remember which one, Leto saves the leader of the Ravagers from dusting themselves in the sun. Episode 3, the first night comes to a close. Everyone goes hunting for food. Morgan is revealed to be a diabolizer who eats other vampires. Dom needs to hook up to have a drink. Leto drinks people while they sleep, and Valerian tricks drunk people into donating blood. During this night, two notable things happen. Dom, the freaking genius, decides to tell his mother that he's a vampire, and Larissa stops by at Valerian's to stir the pot. The next night, Morgan is feeling weird about the fucking... After the car heist, I forgot to mention this, Morgan drops Dom's car into the Thames, which was a thing that was donated by his father or his grandfather or some bullshit no one cares to remember.
Grandfather.
Anyway, when that happened,
inherent.
Morgan looked at the shard and got some spooky vibes and went into a bit of a frenzy. So this night, Morgan goes to see Leto, who's the cleverest person that they speak to about this stuff, and tries to get information out. Meanwhile, Dom and Valerian go snooping about with some blood dealer, and all roads lead to the shard. We also find out that Leto and Morgan set up this whole coterie to scam Morgan, to scam Valerian into doing what they wanted. Then we get a flashback episode where Valerian, in a post-Inquisition London, tries to negotiate peace between all the factions, but is called by Quinn to investigate the hotel where the negotiations are taking place, with the help of Zoolander, Mystic Meg, and Tommy Shelby, aka Gally, Logos, and Alexander. After a fantastic effort from the team in finding the rogue vampire shell's evil plan, Valerian fucks it up anyway, so the whole thing was meaningless and pointless, because Valerian can't negotiate their way out of a fucking plastic bag. Episode 4. Valerian decides to bunk off and see their mums for some fucking reason, while Leto and Morgan meet up with Dom and then bully them out of their own investigation. There's some weird shit going on with Morgan and Leto like flirting with each other. There's a really intense scene in an elevator. Still don't know what that was about. They find out there's a bunch of Frenchies in the penthouse. We also find out about a fucking gang we have yet to meet, who have been inactive in the entire campaign, and we just haven't seen them yet.
Yep.
They steal some documents. Episode 5, they go to the police station to investigate some documents, despite Morgan's protests. Meanwhile, Dom goes off to meet some actors who are clearly vampires, but it takes Dom way too long to figure this out. They go back to try and share information with Valerian, but because Morgan and Leto have a bit of a fight, Morgan unsuccessfully tries to leak the information early because the DM hates Morgan and it's a conspiracy.
I can't confirm that.
Anyway, they start having a plan, and then Leto disappears halfway through making the fucking plan. Episode 6, the team meet up to meet with Quinn, but before that, because Leto has a pocket leader in a pocket faction leader, they have to go off and get rid of them for plot convenience. The Stalker messes with Valerian and Dom after this really rubbish meeting where everyone is having a really good meeting, and then Morgan gets tired and just spurts out all the information and apparently ruins trade deal, which I don't know. I thought sharing information would help with negotiation, but that's just me. Anyway, Morgan goes and meets with some humans, and I forgot this until I was remembering things. Leto spies on Morgan during that for a bit. Anyway, but then we get another special episode where Dom, Gally, and some random Australian from a parallel universe, and Gwen, the true hero of the campaign, are hired by quite clearly the Camarilla from the first fucking moment of the game to go and steal a mirror from a rich person. Gwen almost completes the heist single-handedly, but then everyone else scams their way into the same room. Anyway, important details. Valerian kills a rich guy. The mirror's a super powerful artifact that Gwen tries to stop them from handing over to the main villains of the campaign.
But we
it's
can't.
Massively outnumbered. But we can't because the DM's like, plot, and I'm like, fuck you. Anyway, episode 7, Morgan drops Dom off with some actors while they go off to do conspiracy shit. Dom is almost immediately captured by the main bad guys of the show. They run back to Valerian. The whole thing is shut down while they hide, while Morgan does all the investigation to solve out where the Inquisition's been operating out of, which is the BT Tower and the Tower of London. Larissa drops by to cause even more chaos, revealing half the plot that they've been doing in the background, then goes off to kidnap Dom's mum and run off to Cornwall together. I think this is super suspicious because I'm pretty sure that Dom's mum is either A, a member of the Inquisition, or B, they've just gone off together and it's like these lesbians have gone off and run to Cornwall together. I should also mention back in episode 6, the Frenchies offered Valerian the keys to the city, and they said no, which was nice of them. And Larissa wants both the mirror and Morgan in return for not killing Dom's mum. And I'm like, killing? That's a really lame plan. Larissa, you should turn her. That would be funny, comedically funny. And that's what you missed on Glee.
Fuck off. Not on Glee. Oh my god.
Originally, that joke was, that's what you missed on Vampire Diaries, but I googled it and that's not what it was for. It was for Glee.
Okay, well,
yes.
My new tagline and my name is just going to be because I can. And,
Oh my god.
That was an amazing recap.
That was
Thank you.
beautiful.
It was great.
very fucking funny.
And,
Yeah.
you know,
The
it was
main
all
character.
objective. It was all objective.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, no bias
Yeah.
whatsoever.
No.
There was no lies, no color commentary,
No.
no jokes.
Mm.
No.
Wow.
Why would we ever have that? Why would we? Okay. Before we kick off proper, I have 2 questions. And they're important questions, so I am okay giving you a couple seconds to think of the answer.
High or low?
No. This is no, for once I'm not doing anything.
Thinking
Green or red?
is for people who have not wasted 20 minutes doing an intro
Okay.
and a really long
So,
recap.
so this is for Dom and Valerian to start with.
Okay, fuck it then.
How? Yeah, you have a nap, Morgan. And we'll be with you in a bit. So, how in touch?
We hear the Candy Crush theme.
Oh God.
Go ahead.
How in touch, or how much have you been in touch with Gali in the past half year?
Ooh, I feel like I know. I feel like Dom, obviously, because they're on the same kind of brain cell. I feel like maybe occasionally we would text or send each other like a meme or whatever.
Oh my god.
The new boys meme chat.
Valerian is very much a businessman in this regard and only contacts when contacted.
Okay, I am just writing down my answers. I
I'm gonna
will
regret this.
I will message Apollo later. Right, so now,
Ooh.
because there's one very important thing that Callum left out at the end, was the final scene of the last episode.
I wasn't there for that. I don't
No.
know it happened as a character.
No, you don't, to be fair. Blue.
What was it?
It was the 2 Frenchies standing next to Gali. On the
Oh
Thames.
yes, I forgot about
I
that.
didn't realise the Frenchies were there. I just thought Gali was looking at
No.
something.
The Frenchies were
that.
there left by right. Male to the left, female to the right. So Blue, I asked you a question this afternoon. Out of 2 evils, which is the lesser? The Camarilla or the Inquisition? Do you want to keep the answer you gave, or do you want to switch?
No, same answer.
Okay, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. So we're going down that route. Okay. Awesome. I told you you'd get to a point and be like, God damn you, Leto. So we're going to catch up with Leto because Leto has missed a night and a bit. So we'll do the first night and then we'll do the second night. I think the first night is quite simple. You were looking for Axel after you promised Kit that you would make sure they're safe from whatever was about to start kicking off. Kit didn't quite know what was going on, but knew enough that something was about to go down, and they wanted Axel to be safe. I don't think you have any trouble tracking Axel down. Axel isn't actively trying to avoid being found. They are hiding, not even hiding, they're kind of hanging out in a park in North London. Kind of just casually sitting on a clearly dented trash can. Sort of using it as a seat. And they've got a couple of their heavies with them, but not surrounding them. Sort of leaning against trees nearby. A couple of them actually sat on trunks in the trees. You kind of get the feeling as you walk close that you may be surrounded, discreetly. Has Leto had the pleasure of meeting Axel before? In the many years they've been in London?
I don't know.
I know,
Maybe.
I know canonically so far in the actual episodes they haven't. But given that Leto's been here for so long, I imagine you've probably crossed paths at least once or twice. They are wearing... You'd almost mistake Axel for being a Ravager with what they're wearing at the moment. They're opting for the leather trouser, leather jacket, combat boots combo. Kind of blending in. Their hair is now completely shaven off. They are now bald. With just the ever so slight spreckles of hair regrowing. They notice you. And it's like, well, what brings you this far out of little old Camden?
She's going to plonk herself on the bench next to him, and just look around and just be like, just wanted to check that you were surviving.
Check that I'm surviving. That's awfully cryptic. I mean, I am alive. Well, unalive, I guess. I am sitting here, so I am surviving.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the only thing that brought you all the way this far out, was to check if I'm surviving.
Kinda, yeah.
Okay. Okay. That's... Okay, I'm gonna cut. I usually like playing the game, but I've heard of things coming from central London recently. What the hell is going on?
Oh, Second Inquisition mostly.
Oh joy. Fantastic. Why? Where have they been hitting?
All the same places they were going to hit before but didn't get a chance to.
Okay. Good job. We didn't occupy any of those old places then, isn't it?
Very.
What you're telling me then is that Quinn is homeless?
I'm not certain. She probably has some kind of backup. It's Quinn.
Well, yes, but she hasn't got that little fortress hotel of hers.
Oh no, that's gone. That's up in fire.
And what about Kit? What about the Ravagers? What happened to them?
Oh, they are so dead.
You see that they take a moment to compose themselves. They clearly look uncomfortable at the idea of they're all dead, or they're very dead. I don't suppose anyone made it out alive.
Oh, a couple.
Okay. What about the ghosts? Heard anything about them getting hit?
No, as far as we can tell, they don't know their location. But I mean, that's kind of their MO.
Yeah. So what you've come from Camden to North London to tell me is ultimately the two biggest pins that were keeping London divided have now just toppled over. And one could, logically, march right into central London now and be like, this is all mine now, and if you don't like it, my boys up here will have a few words.
In theory.
Okay.
But on the other hand, there's a lot of chaos going on, so It wouldn't be the cleanest takeover.
Name a takeover that's ever been clean.
I'm just saying.
No, you're right. I am lucky. I am not on many people's radars. A lot of people forget that I exist or that we, hang around because we move so much. It does work to my advantage. Well, I know you haven't, and that's slightly disconcerting, but I hear things about you. And if there's one thing I've learnt, is that if Leto suddenly appears, it's generally either a bad omen or the start of something really good. And I don't know which one.
Think it is? Oh, that's a shame.
Well, if I was a betting person, which I'm not, but if I was, I would say that this is an omen. If two other factions have been heavily attacked, it's only going to be a matter of time until the Inquisition start fanning out. So maybe it's time to go underground for a bit.
That seems sensible.
Could always come and join us. Got a few places deep underground. Could just close the doors and wait for this to blow over.
I've already done that once.
Oh yes, that's right. You survived the first purge, didn't you? So this is nothing new to you.
Well, this one's slightly different, but it's very interesting to be involved in it directly.
And, well, I suppose all I have to say is thank you for the heads up.
You're welcome.
Are you sure there's nothing else you want to do, say? You literally came up here just to check if we're alive and give us a heads up.
Well, if you have any information for me.
Then... Oh, this is how it works, isn't it? Well, I happen to know that the Camarilla bought an airfield just outside London. And the past couple of weeks, a large number of aircraft have been seen landing there. It's nice when you have contacts in the aviation world. Plane spotters are a weird breed. I couldn't do it myself. Sit there watching airplanes, nah, not my thing. But I don't know what's going on. But someone is moving a large amount of either something or some people.
You said Camarilla. Do you know which faction?
No, I don't know too much. I don't know. I can't see in the airport. Once I realised all the aircraft being spotted were being sent to the same airfield, the Camarilla aren't exactly discreet. Like, they'll hide from the Inquisition, sure. Like, buying airfields kind of makes sense. Because, if you use standard international airports, you're going to walk through security gates. You're going to walk through scanners. If you buy a small, non-functioning non-commercial airport, you can just land as many planes as you like and have your own security. Doesn't mean you can't turn everyone in there. But...
So what you're saying is then the conclusion you came to before about the Inquisition is the same conclusion the Camarilla are coming to, maybe?
I can't say. I don't know what suddenly... I don't know what has suddenly cause them to start moving. It could be the Inquisition. It wasn't, I mean, the last time this happened, the Camarilla tried to pull a similar trick. Admittedly, not literally airlifting them in, but they got them in other ways. You know? But I don't know. Just little things I've been hearing and putting together. Good, you know. Am I right about all of it? Who knows? But yeah, something's going on.
Definitely.
Anyway, shouldn't you be doing something now or disappearing?
I am doing something. I'm talking to you.
And this was the other thing I was warned about, was how you sometimes take what people say very literally. Okay. Well, thank you for the heads up. If you want anything, if you need anything, I suppose you have a favor in the bank you can call in.
Oh, that's very sweet of you.
I sense something weird is about to start happening, and it's going to take a little bit of brains to try and navigate it all.
And potentially a little bit of brawn.
Yeah, well, shame about the Ravagers, really. They'd have made very good brawn.
Definitely. But your guys, they scrap pretty well.
They do. You want to call us in on this war, don't you?
Maybe. I do have a favor in the bank, after all.
Well, I will admit, I never thought I'd see someone gain a favor and then spend it within 10 seconds of receiving it.
I haven't asked yet.
And you've asked and all but name. But fine. If you ever need a little bit of gangrel muscle, just let me know and I'll arrange something. Just don't expect
Thank
me to
you.
be there. I'm not risking my own
Not
life.
going to turn up personally? Why not?
No. Oh, I don't know what's happened to Quinn. I don't know what's happened to Kit. For all I know, they're both dead. There could only be one, faction leader left. It's a battle royale. I've just got to stay alive till the last one.
Can't tempt you with a little bit of sinking your teeth in.
Maybe. Let me know the target and I'll think about it.
Okay.
Oh, I am going to regret this. You sort of see that they jump off this trash can and start walking off. They stop twice, look behind their shoulder just to look at you. And yeah, I was going to say, I think Lito just keeps standing there staring at them and waving. The first time there's a polite, wave back, but the second time it's just this really freaked out glare. Just why is she still doing this? And eventually you're left alone in the park. Just little Lito. Is there anything you want to do for the first night? There's not a lot left, but this may be your this may be your last chance to do something independent. It's like that warning on video games. Once you pass this point, you can't actually go back. So make sure you've done all your side quests.
It's the same point. I think the only thing she'd do is probably check in on Akhurst.
Okay.
See
Akhurst
what's going on.
Akhurst doesn't respond to any messages or calls or texts that you try. Going to his house, that's also empty. in complete darkness.
Uh-oh.
And yeah, like, I think you spend the rest of the night trying. Like, you go down to Scotland Yard in the depths of darkness, and nothing, despite your best attempts. And I think that's when you realise, oh no, you've got to hide for the night because it's getting a little... The sun's due to come up soon.
I think when she's come to a conclusion that she can't find him, she's just going to pick a random flower and just place it on his doorstep before she leaves.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah, you pick it up, leave it there, and you run off. You go back to the library.
I skip off.
You skip off. You skip off at like 3 a.m. Down a quiet residential street, back to the British Library in your little dark in a dark room, the dark cupboards, the dark bed. Okay, so you're now chronologically catching up to everybody else. Give me a rounds check.
Is a psycho.
She is.
A psycho.
She is.
Skipping down the street after a heavy negotiation like that. That's stupid.
I can't wait for my negotiation scene this episode.
Oh god.
That is a fail on the rouse check.
Okay. Waking up, you realize, you get the first thing you see is the first thing that everyone else sees, is that Camden is now in lockdown. There has been suspected terror threats. They've had to lock down parts of Camden. Camden Market is now a no-go area. So is the BT Tower. So are most of the major roads and tube stations in and out. You get a couple of texts from your fellow coterie members. I can't remember the exact ones they decided to send you. But I think they were along the lines of basically telling you that there's a plan to basically go and deal with the Inquisition. But yes, you remember the specifics, Callum. I can't quite remember.
I've got a plan. I'm gonna fucking kill the Inquisition. Thumbs up emoji.
However, there's one text in your inbox above that arrived, actually below that. Well, it depends how you do your messages, but you have them newest first or oldest first. But there's another message in there from Acthurst, basically saying on lines of, meet me at the entrance of the BT Tower, bring your credentials.
Okay.
Are you going to go straight there?
Sure.
Okay. Wearing your credentials actually allows you to do the one thing the rest of the coterie can't do, which is walk around in the streets right now. Mostly because there are, let's try that again. There are police officers pretty much on every corner. They are trying to not enforce a curfew per se, but kind of keep people out from being on the streets. And if possible, outside of Camden. But you've got your little badge that Acthurst got for you. Your little forensic investigator's badge, which lets you sort of navigate through. You notice walking through the streets, the closer you get to the tower, the stiffer the security gets. What starts as just, one or two low-ranking police officers on a street corner starts to turn into little wooden barricades on the road, a couple of armed guards, and then you get closer to the tower, and it's now, okay, now they're all armed, and, they're all wearing heavy, heavy tactical gear. There are a lot of trucks here that are completely unmarked, and seem to be unloading things into the tower compound itself. You sort of see Acthurst standing there in the middle of it all, kind of oblivious. He's wearing his normal long brown trench coat. And his scraggly greying hair, and his white shirt and tie as normal. But he's also now got a ballistic vest over the top of it as well. He's unarmed, but he's wearing protection. The first time in the history of the entire series, he spots you first, so you can't sneak up on him and give him a heart attack.
Say for the first time in the entire history of Acthurst, he was going to get lucky tonight.
No.
I thought you were going to say he looks like a professional policeman.
For the first time, he actually got to do his job properly.
Sorry, what? A police officer being able to do a job properly. I don't think those are words that belong in the right sentence.
My immersion.
Yeah, I don't know. This is suspicious. I don't think police officers actually have a job other than keeping people in power. So.
Poor actors. He's just trying to do his job.
Oh, poor Acthurst. Poor Acthurst.
He, as you get closer and he says, where used to signal you, he looks petrified. As you get close, when you get to, we know that Leto loves to get into personal space, and Acthurst normally has no issue with that. As you get closer, there comes a point where when you step forward, he steps back. Oh, this is going to get complicated. We probably shouldn't talk right in the middle as they're unloading. There's a couple of cars on the side road. But we need to talk.
Okay.
He leads you there. He is constantly rubbing his hands to try and get them to stop shaking. He is very, very nervous. Takes you down this little side road where there's no police really. There's a couple of police cars and a couple of empty trucks that have already been unloaded and just been left here for a moment. Okay. I have to admit, this is my fault. I couldn't stop digging. After what happened at that warehouse in Clapton, I kept digging and digging and digging. It led me into their arms. They tried to intimidate me off the trail. But I thought, what would Leto do? Lito wouldn't take that shit. And so I kept digging. And then they told me who they are. And what you are. And I don't know what to think anymore. I am confused. I am scared. Because I guess I kind of like you, and I enjoy the time we spend together, and I've always valued your advice. And you sort of see he's like clamming up, like he's digging himself deeper into a hole the more he like talks. And the Inquisition want to speak to you.
Well, let's start from the top, shall we? Are you safe?
I'm fine.
You said they were threatening you.
To start with, they were trying to get him to back off and stop looking into, like, where the bodies went after the shootout. Like, certain things didn't add up. And
did you get the notes?
Yes, I did, and that kind of confirmed it for me a little bit. Like, the notes were a good starting point. It didn't take long before I actually started to dismantle the network. But hey, apparently that's a good thing. Apparently that means I'm valuable. If I can, like, see through their veil and, like, penetrate their network, that means I'm valuable. It also means I have a new employer. And I don't think I like them.
And where are you on this scale of usefulness to them?
I believe I'm at the disposable asset stage. Not exactly feeling the love. I suspect I'm only being used to get to you, but I suspect that only, and I don't know enough, but I've gathered, I think they're using me to get to you to then get to others. I don't think you're what they want.
And what have they told you about me?
You are and you sort of see, like, he's struggling to verbalize, like, believe what he's trying to say out loud. You are a bloodsucker. You bite people and you drain them of their blood. And if you're feeling particularly spicy, as one person put it, you may even turn one of us into one of you.
Right.
And that's... I don't know where I stand on all of this. And I don't think they know either. Like, this sounds really weird, right? At first I thought they were like, oh, let's purge them all. Let's kill them. But, like, I don't know, like, there's something about them that doesn't seem right. You know when you get that, like, detective's thing in the back of your mind that, like, tells you that you're missing a mirror? Like, there's something not quite right with what you're looking at. Like, I've got that itch, and I don't know what it is.
Well, that's good.
But yes, they would like to see you. I was told to essentially trap you, and if I had to drag you to them, but I'd rather not have to do that. I'd much rather prefer, if you were to come peacefully.
Well, here's some things. So, on the consideration of them referring to me as a bloodsucker,
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, girls gotta eat. So, killing people because they need to survive and eat seems like kind of dodgy. I think you're accurate in what you're saying about there being something there that isn't right.
I don't know. I know you're not bad.
I've helped you plenty.
Exactly. Why would... I don't know. I'm confused, Leto. Very confused.
Hey,
I
you've
found
been
the-
learning a lot.
I
You're
found the
researching a
flower
lot.
that you left outside.
I was worried. I thought you were dead.
Just come. Just listen to what they have to say.
Well, here's the second part.
Mm-hmm.
So the second part is that you're now involved with them and you know what's going on and you've got a suspicion that there's something that's not right. And so now you want to investigate that. Completely understand that. That's what I would do. And so you're in a good position to do that. They've let you in. You can have a look around. You can do whatever you want in this situation because as far as they're concerned, you're disposable, which means they're probably not paying a lot of attention to you.
I get the impression they're paying enough attention.
Well, you can work with that.
I get the impression that I'm being used as bait for a far bigger trap.
Oh, I think you're right. Don't think for a second I didn't think this was a trap when you messaged me when you haven't been in contact with me for days. And that brings me to the third point.
Okay.
So I know you like me. We've been partners for a while. We've worked together for years. We've done a lot of good for Camden, for London. We've done all this investigation together. But at the end of the day, the information you've been given is that I drink people, I potentially kill people, I potentially turn people. And what you've done is you've led me down into a dark alley where no one can see you. And then told me it's a trap that I don't want to go into.
I may have lied a little bit when I said there was nobody here.
That's all I needed to know.
I think at that point, that's when you kind of start to notice it at a distance. Because I think Leto's quite observant, a street light bouncing off the reflection of a scope, just enough to reveal their location several rooftops away. I was more afraid they'd shoot me than you.
That's completely understandable.
I think I've gotten myself in a mess that I don't know how to dig myself out of. And the one person I would normally call for help is now someone who could possibly kill me.
During this conversation, where I am in this alley, are there any feasible routes that I could take to get out?
Not easily. Like, you get the impression that this alleyway is long. Even for someone like you with your speed, you get the impression that if you did try to bolt in a certain direction, whoever is watching would at least get one attempt off on you. Actus is well and truly true to his word. He is 100% unarmed. He has no way of defending himself. He is kind of holding on to the passenger seat of one of the police cars at the passenger side door. That's when you kind of notice that they've all got drivers in. No one else, it seems, just drivers.
She is going to basically she's gonna go in for a hug. She's gonna grab him, and next to his ear she's just gonna say, "You're right, they might shoot you, but you're wearing a ballistic vest." And then she's gonna push him so that he's in front of her, and she's gonna fucking turn and pelt it. And as soon as she can find any shadows, she's fucking gone.
Gone. You push Acthurst. You hear it before you see it. You hear the echo of a rifle shot. Acthurst falls to the ground. You get into the shadows, and it's like all hell breaks loose. The cars immediately turn their lights on. A lot of lights suddenly start coming on, and they are doing the one thing you probably would wish never to happen. They are aiming at shadows, at dark places. They are trying to illuminate as much around the tower as they physically can. To try, and they think you're close to the tower or trying to get into the tower. They are being very cautious. How far away do you think Leto gets before she finds cover or some form of darkness?
Unsure. I just need to get into darkness so I can't be seen, and then I can use my unseen passage. So I don't need to stay in there. Shadows once it's activated, but I just need to get into shadows so I can't be seen initially.
You get into shadows. You can activate it. That's not a problem.
You're around. It's another failure.
Ooh.
Hungry.
Regret not eating activists now. Now, as you do that, they can try now, really, can't they? They're not going to find you. You kind of hear the thudding of, not thudding, thudding's the wrong word, clacking of high heels on concrete. As a older looking woman with brown hair that is on the cusp of, well, it's greying. It's been clear this has been dyed, but that dye is now starting to fade a little bit. Sort of walks out into the open wearing a brown knee-length skirt, white blouse, matching brown, almost tweed-like jacket over her. She looks down the alleyway, sees Acthurst lying on the floor, sucks air through her teeth. Oh, well done. Brava. You did it. You can hear me. The irony is, you didn't even have to let him get shot. Like, and they look a little frustrated. We just literally wanted to talk. We have something we wish to show you. I don't know if you can hear this, but fine. We'll do it the harder way then if we have to. Not that we want to. Let's get that clear. We know you are not the primary target. We know that you have been living here in London for a while. It's not you that we're worried about. Trust me, we could have dealt with you a long time ago if we'd really wanted it to, but we know that there are others coming and they are our bigger problem. I'm not saying let's be friends, I'm just saying let's talk. I don't know what you call them. The last I read, like tower or something. And like they just like throw their hands up, like completely defeated. As well, they can't see you. They don't know you're here. They could be shouting at the air.
I think when she looks particularly exacerbated and has put her hands up in the air, Lita will have got really fucking close. Like, real fucking close to her. And just whisper to her, if you want to talk, then talk.
Well, first of all, she jumps about half a bloody mile, kind of composes herself. Like, that's very unladylike to be that shocked, taken by surprise. Okay, we're going to show it you, but maybe you'll show later. Oh, that was a scare. Okay. We think someone is coming to try and take over London. Now, while, yes, in the ideal world, we tie you all up and let you burn in the sun, we realise that while you are, well, heathens, I suppose would be the word I'd use, you don't cause as much trouble as what used to happen before.
Before what?
Before we got rid of you the first time.
Didn't work very well, did it?
Well, that's kind of why I've changed my line of thinking a little bit. You're like cockroaches. You stamp on one and two more come out of the woodwork. If I can't kill you all, I'd rather purge you all. And at the moment...
Is this how you negotiate with most people? Refer them as cockroaches?
I mean... Normally I'd make a threat now, but considering that I am currently standing in the middle of a three-way street, talking to the air, and the fact that I have at least 2 fire teams scouring every single alleyway within 3 streets, and they're telling me that they can't find anything, I'm willing to admit a little bit when I've been outsmarted. London was all right the way it was before. What I am proposing is status quo. We know about your little groups and how you kind of keep each other in an equilibrium of sorts, and that equilibrium is nice. As a result, you tend to hide. You don't tend to telegraph your presence as much as it was pre-2012. And while, yes, as I said, an ideal world would exterminate you, but we can't. This is the next best thing. A halfway happy, if you will.
What are you offering?
The Inquisition will back off. We won't pursue anyone who was an original blank body in London before it all kicked off. However, that would mean that anyone who was here after things kicked off would need to be removed forcibly. Deaded would be the way that my little nephew would say. Everything before...
You can understand that that's not great when you consider that populations grow and change.
There'll have to be more discussions surrounding what happens post... Look. Right? I'm negotiating from a fucking position of weakness right now. Do you know how much we lost? The archive?
Do you know how many people I lost?
And the situation before was untenable. London was ruled by these manic, almost like dictators. It was a competition to see who could be the most powerful. We had to take them out, level the playing field a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, I couldn't. Finesse wasn't a tool we had at the time. It was brute force.
Your apologies mean nothing to me.
Okay. Okay. What is it you want? So talking about what I'm offering. What do you want?
You said that it was a situation of various peoples fighting over territory, people, that kind of thing.
Yes.
And you said that you're aware of something going on with the tower, was it?
Yes, I can't remember the full name. I don't read all the dossiers, okay? I just read the ones that occasionally get flagged as important.
Is Akhurst dead?
She looks over, kind of like waves her hand as some people like rush out to Akhurst. He's alive. The bullet only grazed him. I think his ego is more hurt than his actual physical body.
Well, that's good, because I already gave him some information that would be useful to you in this regard.
And did you now? That we didn't know about.
Well, that's what happens when you use him just as a pawn.
And we know someone from outside London is trying to assert control of London. We want those people gone.
Okay.
Don't make me say it. Don't make me say those words.
She's just going to wait for a painfully long time.
We need your help. There. If they re-establish control like they did before, everything will spiral back to how it was. Then you'll get the attention of everyone around the world again. And while I am willing to be neutral, I guess, as neutral as one could be, there are others out there who are far, far more hardcore, who have much, much more draconian solutions to these problems. I am not saying I am not evil. I'm just saying I'm the lesser evil.
Well, tell you what. You give me some contact details and I'll get back to you.
And Tower of London basement. Present your staff cards to a reader, to a card reader, and it'll unlock basement. We'll be there monitoring the situation.
My advice to you is to tell Ackhurst everything you know about the situation, and then he'll tell me about the situation, and then I'll let you know what's going on.
Fine. I don't like this. I feel like I'm being manipulated.
Well, you're not dead, so take that.
I get the feeling you're trying to... You're making another play, and normally I'm the one that makes the plays. And I'm struggling to work out what it is you're trying to do.
Oh, honey, people have been trying to do that for years. Never works.
Fine. We'll carry that sack of shit Actus up and take him to the tower. We'll brief him on what little we have left, considering most of our archives lost.
Oh, boo-hoo.
You wouldn't happen to know when that is, would you?
Yes.
Would you care to tell me?
No.
Okay. Fine. I am done talking. I'm done groveling like a dog. This is embarrassing. I am not...
By the way...
What?
If you could just go over to Ackhurst and announce your undying gratitude to him and how helpful he has been and will continue to be, and also probably a pay rise or something. And she's going to be using her mesmerize.
Okay, yeah, I need to roll for it. It's fine.
would you not need to be visible for mesmerize to work?
So it says eye contact, but I'm not sure whether that's
catch with you
Think
too,
they
isn't
have
it?
to see your eyes.
subject's gaze, relative quiet in which to issue the instructions. Yeah, leave it up to you.
I guess ultimately, if it doesn't say, it's a hedge decision. But I just
Yeah, it's fine.
my experience is they see your eyes and your eyes do magic bullshit.
I mean, what's the role they normally say to contest it? What role do you normally have to do if you have to do against a vampire? Remind me.
Manipulate and dominate versus intelligence and resolve.
Do manipulate plus dominate. We'll say DC 4. If you pass DC 4, you can compel them while not revealing yourself. If you get it lower, you still can, but you'll have to reveal yourself.
Okay.
We'll do it that way. We'll let dice decide. Where is my log?
Also, while this is happening, Hedge, we pinged you in the Discord.
You've pinged me. One. Okay, my Discord's just locked up. Oh, yes, I have seen that little... I did see the blighter. I will learn how to deal as we go. Just let me know when you've got a result.
So I've got 4 successes when I've re-rolled
Okay,
one with the willpower.
that's fine. You don't have to reveal it yourself. I think it takes a bit of extra concentration on your part. You've burnt the willpower, so you've taken a penalty to avoid dropping it. So I'm happy with that. She does
Fine,
exactly.
if it hadn't worked, she'd have just said it anyway.
Yeah, like
But not done the manipulation.
she does exactly what you said. Walks over, tells actors that he's really clever and that he's done a good job and he's appreciated.
She doesn't stick around to hear it.
No.
She just leaves.
Bill gets basically picked up and taken over to her armored car. Gets put inside it and is essentially escorted out by police cars out of Camden. Ironically, probably driving right past the Acropolis, as they do, completely oblivious to what is going on down there. Oh, poor actors. I feel so sorry for him.
I mean, he's about to go. He's taking him to the one place that I've put a kill order on. So sorry.
So, where would Leto like to go? Is Leto going to try and join up with the rest of the coterie? Yes, okay. Remind me last episode, did you unlock the main door? Because I know you decided that you were going to use the back entrance, the super secret door.
It was to let me in, and we closed it back down again.
Okay.
Yes, that is exactly the case.
So Leto would have to
And I was
not.
about to make a phone call.
Yeah. Leto will have to
Or
not.
make a phone call, yeah.
If Leto would like to get in. The doors are bizarrely double locked and sealed, suggesting that whoever's in there is very paranoid.
She will knock to the tune of Pop Goes the Weasel.
Of course.
Well, if that isn't Leto, we deserve to die.
I just get real close to the door and I go, "Who's there?"
Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
One of your mothers, I guess. I think I had those written down somewhere.
I'll pull the lever, cronk, and
Pull the lever. Sorry.
You just literally got you've literally just got Marcus
That's what
there, half
Valerian
dead.
and Marcus is.
Just like pulls the lever.
It is. Yes,
But
I am
also-
Yzma.
That's also what Valerian and Dom is.
Yes!
Oh
Two
yeah.
Oh my god, you're so right. Wow.
That's the next
Wow.
spin-off we need.
Yep. Anyways, the door's open.
Yep.
I open the actual door. I go, welcome.
Hi, how's your day? Mine's been very eventful. Thanks for asking.
I didn't.
Why has it
but
been
all right.
eventful? I said I've got it all sorted.
Well, some stuff came up.
Oh, come in first. God, I wave her in and then close the door, and then I lock up again.
So we're locked up tight, aren't we?
Yeah. Just, there's Inquisition all over. I mean, I guess you've known since you're outside,
There were a lot of people in uniforms, yeah.
Yes.
Dom, do you want to tell them why we're locked down?
I feel like Dom is like, after the whole thing that went down with the call, is just somewhere on a chair, kind of bouncing his leg, like sort of stressed, and just looks over and just doesn't it just gives you like this death glare, like, don't you talk to me right now.
You know that obvious trap that Dom was being put into? But
The
it turns
theatre
out,
kids.
yeah, turns out the theatre kids grew a conscience and
Ooh.
and tried to help Dom, only for the Frenchies to show up and offer to put him in a cage. A cage!
Are you
What
find
kind
this
of
real
cage?
funny, don't you?
A gold, apparently.
Ooh. You get
Morgan,
special treatment,
I
Dom.
would watch your fucking mouth right now, because you know what's at stake.
Oh, also, fun part of the story. My sire was working for the Frenchies and has kidnapped Dom's mum. They're off in Cornwall or something. Am I making that bit up?
You're making that bit up.
They are not in
They're not
Cornwall.
in Cornwall. They are still in London.
Oh.
They have given Dom basically an address outside the London Eye when they're ready to exchange.
I don't know why my brain just tells me these things. But, yeah.
Lots of special treatment for Dom then.
Yes, Dom's being treated nicely. How about you? You had an eventful day. You said what's been going on over there? I would love to know.
Oh, so I went to go check on Axel, make sure they're okay. They are. They're having a lovely time. They're aware there's some stuff going down. I let them know a little bit about how this is going. And they've offered some muscle if we need it.
Ah. See, Dom, didn't I tell you that we would get some people one way or another to get your mom back?
I
It's
have
fine, don't worry
people.
about it.
I've spent
how much-
the whole last day planning a way to take out the Inquisition.
Exactly, Valerian. How much of this have you planned?
Well, not much. I never do I?
You don't.
So, Morgan, what planning? What?
Okay, so we need to take out BT Tower because all of the surveillance network across London with the vampire cams is going into the BT Tower. So we're going to use the underground to sneak into BT Tower and bust it up. When that's done, Alexander and his boys are going to invade the Tower of London.
Ah, what a coincidence. So I was just at the BT place. I believe that's definitely one of the locations the feed is going to, but I believe it's going to 2 feeds. I'm not sure what the other one is.
Oh, the other place is just a normal police station.
Oh, okay, cool. So yeah, I was
BT
just at the
Tower's
BT
weird
place. Yeah,
Excuse
it's
me,
hella
excuse
locked
me.
down at the minute.
Excuse me. Why were you there?
Oh, I got an invite.
From who?
Well,
Pig, clearly.
technically, it was directly from Atkins, but it was on behalf of the Inquisition, and so they wanted to talk to me, but I wasn't sure if they were actually going to like talk or like talk to me. So I
Hi,
went
we would
for a
like to
wander.
genocide your people, but can you wait a bit?
Yeah, exactly. So I was like, yeah, I'll try it out, see what's going down, what's the haps. So they're up for talking to us
Fuck off.
about
Yeah.
dealing with the Camarilla. And so taking out the Camarilla, but giving us special dispensation and not killing us because they're worried.
Do they know they've been tools of the Camarilla this whole time?
Not sure, going to find out, getting that information shortly. That comes to my second point, which is the Tower of London, which is totally where they're going right now, and apparently is one of their bases. And so they're heading there so that I can go contact them if I need to. That's where they're gonna be.
Oh, we'll just kill
Yeah,
them
they've
all.
got a war room. They've got a war room. That's yeah.
Oh, Alexander's boys will sort that out.
Well, here's the thing though, because we can totally get them to deal with the Camarilla for us and then do that.
Okay. So we have French royalty before the French Revolution. We've got the Nazis.
Ooh, they're royal.
So you want to send the Nazis after the royalists, take them out, and then after having killed a bunch of vampires and feeling really good about it, us then attack them.
Well, here's the thing: when
But they've got no people in France. They've still got to bring all their people over from France.
when those 2 people attack each other, both sides will be taking damage, I assume. Also,
And
they're
will
already
we-
coming over from France. They have an airfield.
They have a what?
They've got a fucking airfield. That's bollocks.
Yeah.
What cheat code did they use to get that?
Money.
You
You can't
you
just
mean
fly
to tell
into the
me?
country if you own an airfield.
You mean to tell
There's
me that if
fucking
I had
systems.
if I just put money down, I could have an airfield? I can have
I
an
mean,
airfield.
At this rate,
Richard
you can
Branson's
just
got
have
one.
an airfield if you just take out the Camarilla.
Okay. Yeah. About those, right? So I only told Dom about my meeting with the French people, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So about the Camarilla. Yeah. So I had a little meeting with the French.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, right, Valerian. Tell everyone what you told me.
Yeah.
That was
so,
really nice to hear.
Yeah, it was really cool. So
Really
listen,
cool.
right? So yeah, it
Jenny,
was
just
really cool.
Just wait for it. It's great. Just wait.
Wait for the punchline. You know, it's gonna be real fun. So yeah, so I got a message from the French people telling me to meet them up at the Tower of London, and then the Tower Bridge.
Bridge, yeah.
And so then they were like, "Do you want to join us?" You know, and it was very fun. And I said no, since I fucked the Camarilla, right? So
No,
and And then later, yes, I found out that Dom was involved in some kind of heist.
No.
That
We're not skipping over the part. We're skipping over the part where you declined the Camarilla because you apparently have suddenly got a heart and care about us because you were supposed to turn us over, didn't you?
No, Dom, I'm sorry. I know this is an important moment to you, but what fucking heist were you part of?
No, okay, I'll go back a little bit, and I'll say that I declined because I feel a connection to this group also, but also fuck the Camarilla, and I would never rule under these people, because if I were to accept this offer, I would have to turn you all in, of course,
That's the
and you
bottom,
would
and you're
be
just not
dead.
into that. I get it.
Valerian cares. That's so sweet.
Oh, shut up. Anyways, but then, yes, then Dom told me that he was involved in some kind of heist, where they now have a mirror,
For
that
the record,
can.
I didn't know what was the whole thing was, but yeah. So next time any of you come in contact with these fucking French fuckers, don't look directly at them because they have a mirror, and if you look in that mirror, they will make you their puppet.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Great. Thanks
Wait.
for handing that over to the fuck.
I
Why did you not just destroy it the moment you had your hands on it?
Why
No
did
one
you
should
give
have
it-
that power.
I didn't know who would fucking out.
Wait,
he wasn't
so
a vampire for that long. Also, money was in the picture. I understand money over your own morals. It's fine. Don't worry.
Yes, Lido.
you went on a heist, but you didn't get the thing you were heisting.
We were supposed to give it to someone else. I didn't know who they were. I was literally I'd just been turned. I didn't know anything about anything. Someone offered me a job with some money attached, considering I was out of work. I kind of needed that money. I didn't know, but on the plus side, if I didn't know, they would have probably gotten their hands on it anyway. And now we have the information that you just shouldn't look them in the fucking eye. Just look at the ground when you talk to them.
So
Was it
how
just
big
your
is this
mistakes?
mirror? Like,
No, it's like a hand mirror,
Like a
and
hand
you
mirror.
turn it to someone, and then they look inside, and then it's like, you will now slap yourself, and then you slap yourself.
how cute.
And for you, baby, it's very cute for you. But for me, since they clearly want my ass, it's very, very not funny.
Wow. Can you
Like I
imagine
said,
if they
just
had
look
it
at the
on the
fucking ground.
bridge?
Yeah, they had it, but they didn't
They
use it
clearly
for
don't
some
want your
reason.
ass that much, then, do they?
Well, no, I think they wanted to negotiate, like, as civil people. I think they have some decorum, which is very cute. But they said next time we see you, you are dead. So it's great. I'm doing fine.
You
I'm
can tell.
so
Everyone's been
normal
going
under
and having
this.
meetings. Every time I've tried to have a meeting with someone, they've told me to fuck off.
You had a
You're
meeting.
Well,
Meeting
that's
gorgeous.
because maybe I'm a respected gentleman.
Right, okay. So my plans for this evening of going to take out BT Tower and the Tower of London on hold? Because you want to convince the Inquisition to go after the Camarilla while we all go to the Winchester and let the whole thing blow over.
No. So they go and take out the Camarilla and we go take out the BT Tower.
Simultaneously.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
fine, cool.
I'll
Mhm.
let me just phone Alexander quickly. Hello? Yeah. Sorry, I'm just talking to my boys. Hello? Yeah, we're gonna change your plan. What do you fucking mean it's gonna change the plan? I can't just change my fucking... We've got all the fucking guns ready! Look at... That's C4! That's not easy to get out of! We're just gonna make a small delay. A small delay! Do you know how difficult it is to get C4 undetected? We're going to be fucked if someone knows we've done it. This isn't going well on my end, but I'll sort it. Don't worry. Listen, what if I told you there'd be less resistance if we did it this way? Some of our boys would be better protected then, you know? Boys being safe, more boys come home. Yeah, more of your boys would come home. Boys being a gender neutral term, of course. Yeah.
Oh my god.
All right then. Yeah. Let me know when to go. Great. Thank you. Yeah.
Valerian
Cool.
is
Bye.
puking.
This is kind of the one-person show.
Valerian has gone over to
I'm
one
getting
of
a phone
the
call
train
from
cars.
from a detective in France. Give me a
And-
second.
Valerian has gone over to one of the train cars and started hurling. This is insane. He is so filled with anxiety. He's like, oh my god.
I feel like Valerian's over there puking. Dom is sitting on a chair, like bouncing his leg, just very just stressed. Everyone's doing so great.
So how are you? So you're gonna walk into the Tower of London and give the Inquisition information, and they're gonna let you walk out again?
I mean, I could do that, yeah.
Well, I can help with that. I have some things over here.
You're all mad. I should get out of this fucking city right now.
Well, yeah,
Oh,
but that's
stay.
that's why we're here. No, we are fucking crazy, and we do things that are fucking insane. That's why we're here. No,
And Morgan, you're not
what are
going
we gonna
anywhere.
do? Just
You're not going anywhere because you're the only leverage you've got.
Oh yeah, I forgot about your mum.
Also, we're better than the Camarilla. So if you
Not
leave,
true.
then you're just gonna have to do stuff the way your sire wants to. What
Yeah,
is
I'll
up
deal
with that
her.
anyway?
She's on my list of problems to deal with.
Yeah.
can we kill her?
Yeah, it's on the list of things to do.
Cool. So BT Tower. The back door leads out to any street. So
Well, we've got to
Okay,
give
so
them the
we-
information on the Camarilla first. That's step one, right? Let me just clear this plan up. Step one, we convince the Inquisition to go after the Camarilla's secret army they've been building on a fucking airfield the entire time. Step two, once that starts, we go after BT Tower. Simultaneous, I call Alexander and go, listen, take out the Tower of London. And then we deal with whoever survives.
and that's step 4, yes.
Yeah.
And so step 5,
Kill the
I jump off the tower. No, I won't do that. Step 5,
you're
we party.
welcome to. Have you got a will in
Don't-
space? Are we all in it?
No, absolutely not.
Well, then
Step
we can
5
get that
is we
sorted. I
party.
know a lawyer.
We won't do that. Actually, I always have my lawyer present, and he loves me.
Marcus, are you a lawyer?
Is it Marcus?
Yes, yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Hey, Marcus, if you put your name in the will along with the rest of us, we split it 60-40.
I get paid more than enough that I wouldn't have to. You know,
I thought you didn't get paid.
I get paid. I don't use it.
Paid is what they call it these days, is it? Okay,
Right.
kids.
I have Crocs. I have loads of them.
So you've crocked.
Oh, yeah. No, that
Sadly, he does.
I have lost
That's
any
good.
respect I might have had for you.
no, those ones you lent me are gone. Sorry.
That's fine. I have more.
Okay.
Emergency Crocs.
Okay. Right. Can we get back to the part of the plan where we
Yes.
convince the Inquisition to go after the Camarilla? And is the best option really to let you walk into the Tower of London and then they're going to let you walk out again? There's not like
Oh.
a phone call we could make.
Yeah, I could talk to Akhurst instead.
Great. I just think
Well-
that might be a better option.
All right. I mean, sure, fine. I don't trust him though. Don't like him.
Well, no, he led me into a trap.
Yeah, exactly.
Of course he
But he
did. He's a
got
fucking
shot.
pig.
He got shot for it. We're equal.
Oh, how romantic. Okay.
Really
Well,
romance.
what would you want to do? Do you want to walk into the Tower of London?
Oh, me?
It wasn't.
No.
Oh, you Valerian, shut up.
Oh my god.
It wasn't
You
on
deserve
my
that.
to-do list, but let me see if I've been contacted yet. And I will check my phone.
You do have a text from Acthurst, saying that he's there. It says he's there. He also says a second text saying there's a lot of screens in here. And
Ask him if any of them are playing Gallagher.
he puts. Tell you what, high or low, Lito.
Oh no. Low.
He sends another text after, like one of the emoji texts, so the emoji is bigger, and it's just a purple love heart.
What does that mean?
Then gets really
Fucking
nervous. Then gets really nervous, and then types back again, going, "Sorry, my thumb slipped."
Fuck off!
Oh no.
You sure we don't want to kill this guy?
No, we do. We most definitely do. That's okay.
He's
though.
useful at the moment.
Oh,
Um,
yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna message him and just be like, what information do they have?
You get a text back, and it says, "The tower seems to be split. They're not united. I'm still trying to piece it all together."
Split where?
Don't know. Something about authority, people disobeying orders? Question mark, question mark, question mark.
I will show the text to everyone. Like,
So the tower is separate from the Tower of London, which is the base of the Inquisition. So we
Yes.
have the Camarilla Tower and the Inquisition Tower.
yeah.
Somebody needs to go on Fantasy Name Generator and get some
Mhm.
better names.
Yeah. Someone does.
Because everyone's fantasy. Everyone's a fucking tower at the moment. Is it like a chess game where it's only castles? Like,
I mean, there's normally four castles on them.
they're called
On the
votes. I know they
chessboard,
are.
so- Yes.
Anyway,
Okay, right.
I digress.
Are the two Frenchies having a disagreement? Are they having a marital dispute? Sibling dispute? Maybe both. They are French.
We don't have anyone on the inside, unfortunately.
We're not going down that alley. No. We've already got Larissa asking for my head. We can't have you working for the fucking Inquisition and then putting Valerian in with the fucking Frenchies.
An option. But if they are split, that does make this a little bit more difficult.
We need to know where the other place is because we've only found the fucking airfield.
I mean, we know that they were using it as a base of operations in the Shard, but I don't know anything else.
There's no way they're still there.
We'd hope not.
I mean, I could go and kick a door again.
I
Very
think.
effective.
Wait a minute.
Go on.
I spoke to some lady.
Wait a minute. There was a
She had
woman.
loads of information. There was some lady in the fucking tower, in the fucking shard, who told me all about her.
Yes, that was
Can I
the
get
owner
back
of
in
the.
contact with that lady?
Yeah, you can. I'm having to furiously
Miss
go through
Klein.
my. Yes, Miss Klein. Yes, Sarah Klein,
Yes, because it was
the owner of the
because
Languish Bar.
Back to the Future. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can contact them. Why,
Hello,
hello. What's this random conversation? I wasn't expecting a phone call, so.
Oh well. I deeply apologise. It's just the whole fate of London hanging in the balance within the next 3 hours, most likely.
Oh, I know.
Approximately.
I'm enjoying the
Uh,
view. It's quite nice from up here.
Great. Well, you know how it's a nice view.
Hmm.
You wouldn't want it to be on fire, would you?
Depends who gets caught in the fire.
Ideally, not the lovely people of London who supply your business.
No, don't worry. I have my telescope. It's fine. I'm keeping an eye on everything.
I like this moment.
Okay. Well, we can make a deal.
Uh-huh.
I could use some information.
Sure. What do you want to know?
First things first, I need to know if the Frenchies are still in the Shard and using it as a base of operations, which I'm assuming they're not.
Well, it was a bit difficult for them to continue their tenancy after they threw Channing off the tower.
Oh, I didn't hear about that. Oh, poor guy.
Yeah,
So sad.
poor guy. Thrown off a chair into the river. But no, they're
Well,
not
you
here.
know,
However, I do have some rather nice information if we're going to play the information trade game. A Justicar came last night. Came asking questions about the so-called Frenchies, as you call them. Asking where they were going, what they were doing.
Fascinating. You wouldn't happen to have the Just Car's name, would you?
Yeah,
Or any information about
Juliet Parr, former Sheriff of North London, pre-Claps. Was promoted
Wow.
to Justicar
Interesting.
after the
Yeah.
events.
Well,
She was airlifted in last time the Inquisition took over London. She coordinated the resistance from the Camarilla.
so, why would a Justicar come after Camarilla members who were supposed to be taking London
I
back?
don't know, but if I was a betting person, and I know you're a smart person, Mr. Morgan, maybe they're not.
MX, please.
Okay, MX Morgan.
Thank you.
Maybe they're not Camarilla anymore. Maybe they
Oh.
saw a weak London and figured they'd shoot their shot.
We should have checked this ages ago. We never learned their names. We never learned their names. How we were going to check? You wouldn't be able to get a message to that Justicar to meet them somewhere.
Oh, one moment. Just pass the phone over. And you hear a rather gruff female voice. Go on, say your piece.
Hi, my name's Morgan.
Yes.
Part of one of the coteries here in London.
We
We
know.
have a
How's the
case
bunker
of,
situation going?
to be quite honest, it's meaningless because everyone knows where we are, and I don't know why we're locked down.
I mean,
to be honest.
to be honest, put
but
your hand
you know
out and
how it is.
wave. We can see.
Yeah, I know, right? So, here's the thing. We got two Frenchies roaming around our city claiming they're the Camarilla, planning to take London back. Now, if you're here asking questions about them, I'm assuming they're not with you?
They are / were. It's a little complicated. It is true that we sent them to London, but their mission was to observe, to watch and report back. Then I got... Yes, well, that's why I'm here. We got word that they were overstepping authority, getting
I can give you a list.
coterie groups together, stealing artifacts for their own purposes.
Using the Inquisition to take out one of the factions and plan to do it with all the others.
Yes, it's clear they've overstepped their
Broke
mark.
into the Inquisition archive.
Yes, it is clear they've caused damage, so we've been deploying. The problem is we suspect that they... We suspect they may do a deal with the Inquisition themselves.
Fucking hell. Okay, fine, yeah, that makes sense, because, of course, that's exactly what would happen when the fucking Nazis offer you a peace deal. They're also offering the other faction a peace deal, because they only want to genocide you both. Right, cool.
You sound
Yeah.
tense.
Oh, I'm perfectly relaxed. I've just been putting this out from the start and no one's fucking listening to me. So, okay. So, if, for example, we were to, I don't know, get rid of these guys, this wouldn't be a declaration of war from the Camarilla on us yet.
Officially speaking, I'm only here to bring in them two. I'm not
Alright.
here. I am not here to declare war or impose Camarilla control.
So, you know about the airfield, right?
Well, yes, that's our airfield. That's how I've been moving people in.
So it's your airfield, and you've been bringing people in.
Well,
So
yes.
where are they?
We suspect they've gained access to the Tower of London. We don't know how.
Okay.
The trail gets cold, but we think they've managed to get in there.
So let's say, okay, you've got a bunch of boys on an airfield.
Oh no, they're not on the airfield anymore. Don't be silly. They're in London. They're in the Shard. We've taken over. That was days
Right,
ago.
Okay.
You're working with old
So
intel.
we're going to have to make a deal. We're going to have to make a deal.
I don't really think there's a deal we can make. We're already on the same side by the sounds of it.
Well, that's the question
Okay.
is, what will you do after we deal with our combined problem?
My orders were very clear. I am here to deal with Lucien and Marcel, and that's it. Once they're dealt
Then you
with,
fuck off.
as you
Or-
so put it, fuck off. Maybe afterwards we can talk about a way of maybe stopping the Camarilla coming here altogether. We don't have to have open warfare.
I like that. We can have a neutral, nice discussion. And remember, my name is Morgan, and that's the person you talk to today.
You're my operator, are you?
I am the best person to talk to
Okay.
because I'm not blinded by pure greed, machinations, or looked at Dom. Anyway, so
It's fine. We have a fellow. We have a candidate in mind.
great. Anyway, so do you want the Frenchies alive? Because I can try my best, but if they don't need to be alive, that can also.
Alive, dead, doesn't really matter. We were just getting ready to consider making a move on the Inquisition ourselves.
Well, we've got plans in place. So either you can join in Or if you just want to have a nice nap, we can deal with it as an offer of good faith. None of your boys put in danger. We take all the heat. You get the reward.
Let me think about it and get back to you. I've got a few phone calls to make.
We're on a bit of a tight timeline, so
Look,
I'll give
you
like
are
20 minutes.
Give me 20 minutes. You're sitting in a reinforced bunker. You're not exactly going anywhere, are you? Go play Churchill's War Rooms for a little bit, and I'll be back in touch.
Listen, that cunt. Don't compare me, alright?
And
Bye, love you.
and
Okay, so update, guys. Airfield's problem sorted. The Jester car's in. These guys are on the out with the Camarilla, so we're all good. You know, we just need to deal with them, and then we can get rid of the Camarilla later. And I might have some negotiation about getting them to stay out of London. Is that a hand up for a question?
No, I have an out of character question
Go on.
really quick. So I'm just counting heads here, right? There's no Quinn. There is Quinn, but there's no Kit. Axel's people are gonna go into fight, yes? Or
yes, on the order of Leto, yes.
So we most certainly will have them. The
We have
ghosts.
Alexander and
Do
the
we
boys.
know? Yeah, but the ghosts. Do we know where they are?
You don't know.
No.
The Morgan has officially seen them now. Now that Oracle was revealed to be the more public branch of them.
I spoke to the ghosts. They kind of seem to be not in a place where they want to fight, but they did give me the information
this
we
is
need.
not. This is not really about fighting. This is counting my chess pieces.
This is
and seeing what's on the board.
Valerian looking at the board, going. This is where Valerian picks the whole Dragon Age. I'm doing this for my own power option.
What? That's so crazy. Why would you say that? Anyways, but the ghosts. Do I remember if they were like kind of on my side? Last time I spoke with
The
them,
ghosts have never been hostile towards you.
There we go.
Okay. But as Morgan
And
pointed
Quinn
out,
hates
they're
me.
not a fan
I
of...
hate Quinn.
Yeah, you two are frenemies to the, like, ultimate American movie frenemies.
So if I get rid of her somehow, what? What? Why would you?
What I will say is, we ran over a little bit. Let's go take a potty break. I need the potty.
Yes.
Yes. Valerian can spend the 5 minutes plotting which chess pieces are left to fall, and how Morgan falls off the BT tower, and how Leto has an unfortunate accident. And Dom just stays a good boy.
Well, I'm not gonna do anything with the Camarilla. The Camarilla are gonna die.
Kill both of us. That's what you do. You go, Dom, kill them both, and you can stay loyal to me forever.
Yeah.
They don't want to kill Morgan because they need them
Yeah.
right now.
Yep.
That's true.
Well, after that, you can have them for yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So everyone go rehydrate, get some food, go to the toilet. We'll be back in about 5 to 10 minutes. Where now all the pieces are falling into place, and all the veils are being removed. We can figure out what the plan is.
I was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. We'll see you in a moment.
See you in a bit.
Yeah.
Bye. Hello, welcome back. As you can see, my tie is now undone. It's too hot. It's too warm. Even though it's like 14 degrees outside, it's too warm when you close the door. Hope everyone had a really nice break. We have a lot to... Don't put your jacket on to be... Don't make
I've
a
got a better
statement.
constitution stat, you know?
Yeah, I know
I'm
my
an
constitution.
investor.
I know my constitution's like 4.
Constitution.
Okay, I know my constitution's a 4. I get it.
We've
Right.
all got jackets on. I don't know what you're talking about.
I thought it was the big finale. I thought I was going to fight people, and I thought that like I was going to get to break into the Tower of London and start smashing things. So I was like, bring
Why
the
not?
smashing jacket.
I mean, why not?
So far, we've talked
Go
about all
ahead.
the reasons why the plan wasn't going to work, and now it's gone back to the plan's going to work.
Swings and roundabouts. Who knows how many there is? So, Valerian is in their mind working out the mental math of how many towers are left in London. For the record, there's just Valerian, the Inquisition, the Camarilla, whatever strength Quinn has left, and Axel, who...
And Alexander.
And Alexander, but Alexander's not big enough to be a faction of their own.
Fuck off.
I wrote 4
Totally are.
factions. I wrote 4 factions. There will be 4. There will be no deviation from this number.
Yeah, we got rid of the Ravagers. Alexander's now the 4th faction.
And we call them
Fuck.
the boys.
And we
The
call them
boys.
the boys. Keep it to
Um,
neutral.
Right, hang on. Where were those thermite grenades? I just need to throw a few of them into a train station. A lot has gone on. We need a new plan. Marcus...
I don't think we do.
Marcus has spent this entire time here, like, holding on to the lever, just waiting for Valerian to say, pull the lever again. With his thick, like, black rimmed glasses are starting to, like, droop down slightly from, like they're falling off slightly, but he's holding the lever so intently that he doesn't want to let go to, like, adjust his glasses.
I love him. I love my little man.
All right. So the Justicar I've just been speaking to has been telling me that the Frenchies are breaking the rules and weren't meant to be doing anything but observing. So I've given them 20 minutes to make their mind up on if they want to help us take down the Frenchies / Inquisition, or if they want to let us do it by ourselves, so it gives us some leverage in negotiation for keeping them out of London. So, airfield no longer a problem, which means we don't have to convince the Inquisition to go after the Camarilla, which means that my plan, the original one, which was take out the Inquisition's information base and then begin a raid on the Tower of London, is still a great plan.
Yes, it absolutely is. We should still get rid of the Inquisition, no?
Absolutely.
So what's... Nothing's changed.
Nothing's changed. We just
We
don't
just
need
know-
to send the Inquisition after the Camarilla.
We just know that also the Justicar are on our side, I guess.
Well, for now.
They're on our side.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. All right, so let's go take out the Inquisition, no?
I've got to wait until the Justicar calls me back on if they're going to give us troops or not.
While you're doing that 20-minute wait, Valerian, Leto, you get another text from Acthurst. Along the lines of, it's really weird. The Inquisition are all, like, suited and booted, and then some of them look like they've just come out of an anime convention.
She just replies with one word saying, explain.
At that point,
They're in furry
you're...
costumes?
At that point, your phone starts ringing for a voice call. Sorry, a video call.
From Acthurst.
From Acthurst, yes.
Okay.
Turns out he's a furry.
It's just him in the bathroom going, "Listen, will you please take me back, Leto? Please."
It's not.
The
It's
flowers
not.
meant a lot to me.
It's not
He's holding up a
Actors.
jukebox.
It's not Actors who appears on
A
screen.
boombox. A boombox.
Just got signs. It's dropping the bath.
Leto, bring
Just
me
standing
up.
in the rain. Just Leto, I was wrong. Take me back. No.
Sends you a
It's-
notebook.
Oh my god.
Oh, tried his best George Clooney impression. No.
You look quite pretty.
It's not Actors who answers the video call. It's your favorite. Well, not your favorite, but it's everyone's favorite.
Tom's mum.
It's Dom's mum. No, it's everyone's favorite blue-haired Frenchie. Standing in from the background, the middle of the Inquisition war room. Every time someone walks up to them and says, "Hey, you shouldn't be here," they flip the mirror around and go, "Yes, I should." I have to admit, it gets a little exhausting. The mirror can only do one person at a time, and it really drags on. And there's a lot of people here.
You should get multiple mirrors and then bounce it off each of the mirrors, and then maybe you can do more.
I hadn't thought of that. Lucian, get the mirror from the bathroom. We'll try and get several of them. At that point, you see the woman from before who spoke to you about the deal walks up to you, walks up to him. He points a mirror at her and goes, "Go get me every single aerial asset you have and move it to London." And she walks off. As you can see, I have started the process of repurposing the Inquisition's assets for what you would call all-out war.
I mean, I wouldn't call it that, but sure.
I've seen what they've got. It's all-out war. It's not quite tanks. I'm a bit disappointed, really. I'd have loved to have run over just a car with a tank, but it's about the next best thing. I mean, like, I have a fortified tower. I have an entire surveillance network that's literally doing all of my work for me. I have an annoying sister who won't shut up about how we might not have done the right thing and how this was all a terrible idea and we're in over our heads. And you sort of hear in the background this female woman shout saying it was a bad idea. It was a terrible idea. Like, don't let me use a mirror on you again. It's like, what you're going to politely do is get everyone to back off.
Why?
Because if you don't, I'll have to do something. And I will
I'll
do.
kick you in the head.
Oh, shut up. Yes, I'll do something. I'm not quite sure what it is yet, but I will do something, and it will hurt. You. I mean, Lita, you are an expert.
Kick you in the head. The head's the most
You-
vulnerable point.
You are an expert analyzer. You can tell that he's pushed. This wasn't supposed to happen. Things are moving far too quickly, and he is now having to improvise. And he's not a very good improviser. At that point, another person taps on the shoulder, saying, "I see your ID," and he points a mirror at them and says, "This is my ID." And they walk off. Like, I told you, it's a very useful mirror, just not big enough. But the real sad thing is that my biggest regret, I didn't use it on Valerian. I should have. Think about it.
Yeah.
Could've
Yeah,
just
you
gone-
should have.
Oh, shut up, you two. I could have just gone, "Pow, you're mine now." Wait, that's it. Marcel, I've got it. You see that he the Camarilla are not good with technology. So he hands the phone back to Acthurst. And it's like, put that on mute a minute. Acthurst doesn't put it on mute. So you can hear in a muffled kind of shouting, "We dragged the Jessica to Tower of London, and then we used a mirror on her, send her back to France, all of her goons, and tell them that she's dealt with the problem." I mean, it's perfect. And you're gonna hear muffling from Marcel going, "Yeah, but that still leaves you with everyone else in London who's gonna know what you just did. And how are you gonna keep them under thumb? You can't just use the Inquisition to burn them all out. You can't rule a kingdom with just you and me." And at that point, the call disconnects.
Okay, so they're clearly idiots and have no idea what they're doing. I say we've given everyone enough time. I think we go to BT Tower, the four of us, shut it down, blind the Inquisition, and then it's murder time. Oh, and I had a really good idea about how to keep the police inside of Camden distracted.
Go on.
Have you ever heard of TikTok?
Go on.
Because I don't know if you know this, I'm a social activist in the Camden area. And it's currently under a police state. And you know what? I think we should cause a little bit of chaos.
Mm.
Or, as I like to call it, the people are going to stand up for themselves. So I'm going to go and do some
Morgan.
community organizing.
How many followers do you have?
Hold on, let me
Do you
double
want
check.
to use my? Do you want to use my account?
Well, to be honest, I don't know if your fans are the kind of people who are going to fight the police.
I don't know.
They would have
Good
gone to
for
the
numbers,
dance.
though.
Excuse me, actors and theater kids?
I
Of
reckon,
course they are.
I reckon Dom
he
has
was
like
on
a
network
truly-
television. His fans are 40-year-old mums who think that trans
The
people are the
no,
worst thing on the
Dom-
planet.
On.
Dom actually has in the past has spoken up a lot of like social issues before.
I really would like you to donate to this cause. I really believe in it. And then it's just insert edits on different
Oh,
things.
no. Nah.
We
I reckon
can
I've got like really
combine
good,
our
like,
resources. You
Mhm.
talk to your people and they won't show up, and I'll talk to the people who are used to causing riots.
And what about my people, huh?
Do you have TikTok?
No, but it has money apparently, and money just makes the world go round. For now.
Thank you.
There is
I'm
one
working on
thing
it.
though. We've
Mhm.
got this whole plan, but I was also promised something. My mother is still being held captive by someone.
Oh, yeah, we should go do
If
that.
we go ahead with my plan, right, that involves taking out the Inquisition, right? That's because if I'm right, Larissa wants the mirror as well.
Yes.
I will gratefully, after this is done, hand myself over to Larissa with the mirror.
Why would we want Larissa to have the mirror, or you for that matter?
So you get
We
your mum
don't.
back.
Other than that,
And then I'll deal
do
with
you
Larissa.
trust Larissa? You sure you can?
Yeah.
I mean, it,
I
don't wanna
honestly at this
seem-
point, I don't care. I just want my mum back.
Do we know
Uh-huh.
where she's being kept?
Don't think so.
Not the specifics. You know the meetup spot when you've got everything, but you don't know which is specifically being held.
Unless you want to spend time, we could use the BT tower.
How?
But we're breaking in. Before we trash it, we can find Larissa. Every camera in fucking London outside of Camden is a vampire tracking device.
Who says she's still in London?
Well, she's not going to have left. Not if she wants the mirror and me.
Yeah, true.
Fine.
I also
While the main bloody fight's happening, we can go and save your mum.
Sure.
If she's not,
I do want to reiterate that I don't want her to have the mirror.
Well, this is a solution where we don't give her the mirror, right? We take
Yes.
out BT Tower. We use BT Tower to find Larissa. We then take it out, blinding the Inquisition. We call the order for all of the separate factions that we've got people to invade the tower, while we go and save Dom's mum.
And what happened? How do we get the mirror and what happens to it?
No, we don't get the mirror. We just go and kill Larissa.
We don't get the mirror?
Oh, we're not going to be in the fight.
Well, okay, but who gets the mirror then?
No one, hopefully.
Well, someone's gonna. at
Well,
some
it's
point
not
pick
just
it
gonna be
up.
left in the fight. Someone who sees a
Fine.
mirror.
Okay, I will go to the big fight and I will destroy the mirror because we
thought you
all
said you
agree
want to
that
kill
no one should
Larissa.
have it.
No, so you
Yes?
didn't you just say you want to kill? Yes.
Can I have the mirror?
No, no one can have the mirror.
No, after you break it.
Why?
Why would you want it after it's broken?
Also,
Still an artifact.
Hedge, remind me, didn't Dom know that the mirror is pretty unbreakable? Because Gwen tried.
He
to...
knew. Dom knows the mirror
Gwen-
is strong,
Gwen,
but not necessarily unbreakable.
Okay.
I think it was more like the stress of like there were three other
Yeah.
people trying to stop Gwen from breaking it, and Gwen wasn't strong enough to just break it with one hand.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me
okay.
wrong.
If she had managed to hit the floor, it would have been fine.
Like, yeah, like the it's stronger than your average mirror. It's not indestructible.
Right.
It's just going to require a little bit more finesse and directed force to break it.
All right. Well, then
I can go
What
to the
do
big fight because I'm good at fighting, and I can make sure that mirror is destroyed and no one gets it. And if there's enough of the remains left, yes, Leto, you can have some of the artifact. Does that work for everyone? Is there any more complaints before London falls apart while we've been sat in our fucking bunker planning an action that takes too long?
Well, you were technically waiting to get called back by a Justica.
That's true. I have given them 20 minutes. Hello.
You really did mean 20 minutes on the dot, didn't you?
I did fucking mean 20 minutes. It's the fate of whole fucking city on the fucking...
Look,
Do you know how long we've been planning this?
clearly not long enough. I've made some calls, had some discussions. We see a way where we could leave. Well, I have found a way where London can remain independent, but at the same time, my own clan gets exactly what it needs.
And what is it that you need?
While we all may be sitting on different sides of this sometimes pointless argument over authority and pyramids and everything else, like, you know, sometimes it just seems all pointless in the grand scheme of things. it's always nice to extend a clan's authority beyond tower borders. You know?
Okay.
Ugh. I forget you're not... Put Leto on.
I'm not putting Valerian on the phone.
No, I said put Leto on the phone, you dolt.
Oh. Well, that is an interesting proposition. Now,
It's literally handing the phone to another person. How difficult is that?
yeah, this isn't just some other person. This is fucking Leto we're talking about. I don't know what fucking games they've been playing over the last, 3 days that this entire fucking fiasco is taking place on. They could have been fucking planning the downfall of London by themselves. They've already fucking done it. No offense.
And I'd give her a pat on the back if she did. I think you've worked out what I'm insinuating.
Here you go. Have fun being a triple agent. I'm gonna go and make sure my punching arm's right. Also, if he does offer some soldiers, we could do with some soldiers.
Oh, okay. Hello.
Are they gone?
Well, they're still here technically.
Oh, are they looking at you?
Yes.
Turn the other way for
open
me.
the fucking door. I'm gonna go for a fucking walk.
Look. I am willing to help. 100%. Commit everything I have. However, when all is said and done, when we've dealt with Lucian and Marcel and we've recovered the mirror, because let's make that clear, we're taking the mirror. That was one of our artifacts before it got stolen. We see a bright future for you, Leto. We need someone we can trust, someone who we know thinks like us. We need someone who can play chess 4 steps ahead. And we all know the Ventrue can't do that.
Okay.
Just tell us exactly where you need us, and we'll be there.
So, are we doing this all at the same time, or?
We take out the tower first, and then once the fat tower is taken out, the Inquisition will be blinded, which means that our people have a better chance of getting in and dealing with the problem.
So I just need.
Am I wrong?
So I just need to give them a signal, and then they all attack at the same time.
Yep.
Am I letting them know where they're going so they're ready?
I mean, we all know it's the Tower of London.
Okay. So Tower of London. It's near Tower Bridge, near St. Catherine's Dock.
I get it.
Richard III kept 2 sons there. 2 little boys. Kill them.
I know.
They have ravens.
Yes, I'm looking at the place right now. I can see it. It's fine. Okay.
You don't want the other Tower of London, the tourist attraction. It's a different thing.
Yes, How do you keep them around? Anyway, Tower of London. Fine. We can we can reposition. That's fine. We will go do that.
Yes.
Have a think about what we said.
I will.
We I'm more than happy to hand you the keys to a kingdom in exchange for you not to be part of us, because for some reason you don't seem to like that, but in exchange for just keeping out of our way. And if you need any assets removing to ensure a smooth transition of authority, we can also arrange for that.
Okay, so we have your number,
Mm-hmm.
and when we give you a call, that's the signal for you to go.
Okay. Okay.
Awesome. Love
We
you,
can do
bye.
that. Okay.
And I hand it back to Morgan. Like, that's how we say bye now, right?
Yeah, well, that's it's a great way of just asserting your authority.
Oh, is that what it? Oh, okay.
It just makes them realize that like I don't take them seriously. If I can say that I love them,
Oh, okay.
It's also just a funny bit.
Mm-hmm. So when you ring
Right.
them, that will be the go signal.
Yes.
Hedge of your goal
Do-
was to piss me off. You've
I've done it adequately.
yes.
So
It is
before
fine.
we go ahead and do this, because we are the starting pistol, we are all clear that we go into the tower. We go into BT Tower. We use it to find Larissa. Once that has been achieved, we break BT Tower, blinding the Inquisition. I go and join the big fight. You lot go and deal with Larissa. Is that all agreed on?
So you have some people who are going to fight?
Yes.
Are they fighting with you at the tower?
Yes.
Should we have anyone with us, or should I send them with you?
It's Larissa? It's one lady?
No, the BT Tower bit.
Oh, we're just the four of us.
Okay, so should I send the survivalists to the tower?
The survivalists should join the bigger tower attack when the big tower attack happens.
Okay, I will talk to Axel.
You relay that to Axel.
Meanwhile-
That's fine. Nice and simple.
Dom, let's use your fan base and my community support network in Camden to start some chaos with the police, with the people rising up against the police state.
Sure.
Right. Do you need me to give you any advice on what to say, or you think you've got a good story to tell?
I think I got it.
Lovely. Great. Yes?
What the fuck am I here for? Why am I here? Why am I here? I don't fight and I don't do anything else.
You help go to Larissa.
You can go and talk to Quinn. Make up. Or you can go and help Dom deal with Larissa. And Dom will forever be in your grateful for helping them get their mum back.
I mean, I will do that. Yes, absolutely. Fine. Cool.
Listen, if you wanted to have a bigger part of this plan, you should have put your ass in gear and come up with a better plan. Sometimes it just happens like that.
Do you want something?
No, I think I'm fine, actually.
Great. Well, you're going to help us get into BT Tower with your immaculate set of skills.
Yes, of course.
You could pay your blood runners to go and cause some chaos. That's a great use of your skills. The one skill you have, money.
Actually, not a bad idea. Start bringing some people. Yes, on this street corner, I need you to put down a flare.
Yeah, so everyone goes to do little bits. I'm going to say Valerian has 2 things pop up.
Oh, fun.
A text from Quinn
course.
I think we've both been dealt a rigged hand. I think I know how to straighten it. Meet me, Galley, and Logos at the hotel. We'll explain.
Zoolander and Mystic Meg.
Okay, and what else?
Just a single text from Gali saying, I'm sorry.
That already gives me an incentive not to go. But you know, Valerian
I mean, we
is
all know
funny.
what's going to happen if you do.
Yeah, no, of course. And that's why I'm going. So so I send a text saying, good to know. I'll meet you there ASAP.
Okay. You are all. We're going to say that, Leto, Morgan, and Dom start the TikTok / texting / whatever it is coordination that they require to set up this attack. While Valerian sleuths.
It's a protest, right?
Protest.
Specifically, this is a protest to just keep the police busy.
Okay.
It's not like they are going to attack the police as an armed militia. It's like they're going to protest the police state that's happened in Camden and like all the rest of London.
Roger.
And because the police are busy dealing with normal people because they just expect it to. But like, I'm happy to make some rolls for this to see if it fucking works.
No, I'm fine. I'm more than happy to concede that. Not difficult what you're trying to do. Valerian.
Yeah.
We reach the hotel, the burnt out husk of the hotel. The fountain that Xander broke is half standing, and you see Logos, Gali, and Quinn standing in the burnt out remains of the ballroom. You see Quinn sort of beckons you and goes, I figured this may be the best place to talk. Considering kind of feels a bit, poetic that we stand here.
It's very fitting, that's for sure. Gali, Logos.
They both nod. Politely, Gali.
I stand far away from them, by the way. Far away. Other end of the ballroom.
Gali speaks first. So, the reason that I said I was sorry was I've not been entirely honest with my intentions and what I know. I was approached by the Camarilla and asked to hand over information in exchange for contacts in Paris, fashion contacts, help get my business going. And then you see Logos sort of joined in and goes, but I saw that coming and quickly pulled him away. It was a stray moment of weakness. He won't do that again. London is about to burn. many people have pulled out their cards, and now it seems like the deck is more shuffled and disheveled than ever. There is a way we could end all of this and not have the inevitable backstab. Everyone is building their own towers while knocking down everybody else's. You see, like, Quinn sort of interjects, you were the original arbiter. And while I think you're personally a bastard, and I would love to slap you, I also understand why you were made arbiter in the first place. So while I would love the power and the authority of London, statistically speaking, I know it's better for my own survival if I was to throw myself under your banner. Don't look too smug. I don't like this as much as you like this. Well, no, that's a lie. You're probably loving this right now.
No idea what you're talking about. Quinn, really? Like that? That easy?
After you stormed off out of Camden, I started to do my own digging. Started putting people under surveillance. Tried to piece together what the hell was going on. I think I have the key that may turn this all around. But you must promise me you do not attack when you see. You see, Logos goes, now that's really important. We have acquired a trump card. But it may offend your fellow friends if they find out that you do hold it.
What is it?
Quinn lifts her arm, beckons her two fingers, and from the remains of the conference room walk out Larissa and Dom's mother. We caught her trying to leave London. We figured you could use this to buy Dom's loyalty. I can't help you with Leto or Morgan, but I can at least bring Dom on side. Hand over his mother, and he will be putty in your hand. Or don't. It's up to you. You know what to do, Valerian, Quinn says with a kind of grin on her face. You always know what to do. I've just given you the cards.
You are... Right. If I were to take this offer, yes. you would fall under my banner.
Not just us. At that point, you see in the back of that room also both Axel and Axolotl appear. Us Londoners have to stick together. It's not the Concordant, but we're not going to let anyone try and instill authority over us. And if you, begrudgingly, happen to be the one that can keep all three of us on the same page, then I say we kick some Inquisition ass and we push the Camarilla back across the channel. No surrender.
So, out of character question. Is Larissa, like, tied up at all? Is she, like, just
Larissa is not tied up.
there?
Larissa is held by Logos on the one arm. She
Got it.
doesn't look like she's being kept prisoner, but she is look like she's being intimidated.
Got it. So, I turn to one side. I walk. My nose in the air. Just looking so... Valerian just feels so vindicated. And he just goes, it's oh, wow. This feeling is what being a Venturer is about, isn't it? It's very, very interesting. I thank you so much for coming here, and truly, I won't let you down. I promise. Would you please tie up Larissa? And you just give... If we could... Let me make one phone call, please. I'll be right with you. And I will ring Morgan.
Hi, Valerian. Sorry, wait, give me a second. Hangs up.
I will ring again.
Hello.
Hi. Thank you so much for that. Once again, I was hoping you would do that. You know, that was amazing.
I mean, I only did it once. I could do it again.
This is of quite some importance, so I of course. I have some interesting news.
Okay.
I have Larissa and Dom's mother.
And how did you do that?
Trusted sources.
You've been looking at any mirrors?
No, no, I've not. No, I've not. No. I still hate you. So,
Yeah.
So, I will be keeping Larissa for now. And after we are done in the towers, I would like to negotiate with you, if that is okay.
For Larissa?
Maybe.
I mean, you can keep her. I think you failed to realize how shit I care about that lady.
I know. It's okay. We'll talk.
I mean,
We'll talk.
this is not filling me with confidence.
Good.
Okay, I'm gonna level with you here, my friend. If you're not gonna level with me, I was thinking about a really bad idea that I could still do. And I wasn't gonna do it, but you're making me feel like I want to do the bad idea. You see what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying.
And you know how my bad ideas go.
I know. No, I know. Sadly, I know. It's fine.
I think you should just give Dom his mum back and help
No,
us
I
deal
will.
with the Inquisition. And then whatever bullshit you've got going on, you know, I didn't mean to belittle you earlier. I felt really confident about this plan. You know, I put a lot of work into it. I thought I could save a lot of lives by making sure the battle was contained, you know? Because that's the thing I care about, right? Is, like, obviously pigs must die. We all know this. But, like, the civilians and, like, the other vampires, like, it was containing the fight and, like, making sure that everyone got out alive, right?
Yes.
So, what you're doing right now is telling me that there's some political shit going on in the background, which I was like, I kind of assumed was going on, but I wasn't thinking about. And now I'm really annoyed about it. I'm like, okay, so someone's going to try and take over the city, and I am an anti... I am anti all dictatorships, right? Just to let you know. So if you are gonna go and dictate, I will be there with the guillotine.
Okay. No, I understand. And I understand your terms of battle, and I see them, and I very much agree with them. I like them, actually.
If you want to be really honest with you, I was gonna wait to see if the fucking Justicar showed up to the fight, and if not, I was gonna pull Alexander and the boys to go and take the shard to make sure that this Camarilla didn't screw us over.
Uh-huh.
So that was my bad idea. That I would send everyone else in, and then me and Alexander would make sure that Justicar doesn't give us any shit. So, you know.
I mean, it's not a great idea, but it's not...
It's not the worst idea. I could take a Justicar. What is it? Saturday? Yeah, I'm up for a fight. But now, I'm worried that you're the person I should be going after and not the Justicar. Do you see what my problem is? Because like, the Justicar has cut a deal with Leto. If Leto's going to take it or not, that's a completely other different question, you know? Like, I can't try and predict that. But you... I mean... You are... Okay, so you think right now that you are the chess master, right? You've got all these pieces.
Not necessarily. But go ahead.
You do realize you are the most valuable piece.
Yes, of course I realize that.
Everyone wants you. That's why this whole coterie started, was to manipulate you into getting what I wanted. Cool, we're on the same page. So, if you think you've just been handed the key to the kingdom, double check who's wearing that crown.
Do you mean to tell me I look to Quinn that you have ins with Quinn? With
I didn't know Quinn
and...
was there. I was still kind of convinced it was the Frenchies.
Oh, no! Oh, dear. No! I'm not going into negotiations with those fucks. They can die. They can eat shit and die. I hate the Camarilla.
Okay.
Do you hear me?
Yeah.
I hate them.
So okay. You're going to
This
try
is
and
for
take
the
over
good of
London
life.
after we take over the after we deal with the Camarilla, and so after we deal with the Inquisition. You want London. The Camarilla want London, and I
Yes.
don't want either of those things. But if I am highly outnumbered on both sides, can I just move to Cornwall?
Yes, I was going to give you Larissa to do with
Oh, no,
whatever
please
you
don't.
wanted.
Please don't give me Larissa. I would.
But
I will pay you to keep her.
I can. Really?
Mate, you have no idea what my backstory is.
Wow. All right. Well, this was a much more easy conversation than I thought. So yes.
I'm just counting my numbers here. I've got Alexander and the boys, who are I quite like. Hello, boys. Hello. 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 Like, listen, I like these guys, but we can't take out whoever you've got and then the Camarilla. I can maybe deal with the Camarilla, but I can't deal with whatever you've got planned. So
Please deal with the Camarilla. That's fine. It's
yeah, I'm
just...
still figuring if that's a good plan or not. It might put some of the boys in danger, and I quite
Oh,
like
it's
some of these. This
beautiful.
guy Stuart's lovely.
No, it's a beautiful plan. I think we should definitely go along with your plan. Just we don't have to use the tower to find Larissa anymore. I have her, but I'll shoot her if you don't want
How
her.
are you going to explain this to Dom?
I think I'll just make something up. He'll go along.
Okay, you have fun with that. I promise I won't say a word.
Awesome. Hangs up.
Speed tiles. Dom.
Anyways.
Hi, Dom.
Hi.
So just to let you know, some bullshit's happened, and somehow, yeah,
What?
well, sorry, my brain is frazzled. I can't remember anyone's name. What's your
Valerian,
Valerian,
Larissa.
There you
There
go.
we go.
My brain. It is late. It is late.
It's okay. It
So-
is late.
So Valerian's got your mum.
What? How?
Some bullshit I don't know. Quinn was involved or something.
Is she safe?
I believe so if Valerian's in charge, which it sounds like Valerian thinks he's in charge. Now, I don't know if he's going to use
Right.
this as leverage to get something out of you. I just wanted to let you know that they're going to lie about how they got it. I don't know why I'm telling you this. I feel like you deserve to know because, to be quite honest, you're doing good work at the moment. Despite, the bullshit heist and, the fact you didn't call me when you were asked to walk into a golden cage. I was literally 2 minutes down the road. Apart from that, you're getting a strong C-.
I didn't know I was going to be graded, but
You've been graded the whole time. And
Great.
here's the thing. Valerian's going to try and take over the city as a dictator or some bullshit. And they're probably going to ask you for help. Or, to be their lapdog. And you're within your right to say yes and to get your mum back and just go along with it. But I just want you to know they are going to lie to you about it. So I'm just giving you all the information to make decisions, and even if it's like a planting of the seed in about 10 years from now, when you finally have time to grow a spine and kill Valerian, I'll be there to come and help. But, I'm probably going to have to leave the city after this whole big fight because I played all my cards in figuring out a way to deal with the Inquisition, which basically means I'm out of options and I'm just going to have to go and move back to Wales even. I said Cornwall, but...
Right. Okay.
Fucking Cornish. Anyway, So, I thought I'd give you the information. You can use that information how you want. I'm not trying to tell you to do one thing or another. I'm going to go prepare for a big fight and then also my new plans for where I'm going to live. Because
Well,
there's no way this works out well for me. So if I survive, I've got to get the fuck out of Dodge. But yeah, your mum is vaguely safe if you trust Valerian.
Well, I appreciate you telling me that, and I appreciate you warning me about that Valerian might come up with a lie. I don't know yet what I'm gonna do. I think I'm just gonna see how all of this plays out and then choose in the spot.
And you're completely in your right to do that because you don't have morals. And for a vampire that's strong, it's a good thing to have. I think, someone like Valerian would give you a B-, but because, I've got feelings about the morals, that's why I'm giving you a C-. I think
I don't care about any grades. I don't care about any grades. I literally just want to fucking live. I don't care about any of these fucking politics. Honestly, I would much rather right now just be at home. I don't care about any of this. I just want to live and survive, and I'm gonna choose whatever fucking party has the best chance of survival.
Exactly, and that's your privilege to do so. So, I can't convert you to the left wing over one phone call. But I could try, but I'm not going to.
Well, if
it's
this
been
is
nice
your
knowing
way,
you.
this
Thank
is
you
your
for not
way.
telling them that I eat people. That's been really useful. I'm sorry it didn't work out. I thought, you would have been. Well, nah, not really my type. Anyway, it's been good. Well, we're going to go into the tower together, but it's like the last honest conversation we can have before we go into a big fight that, some of us won't live through. Yeah.
I didn't think you for such a dramatic person, honestly. Sounds like you're trying to break up with me, and we were never even together. Also, I'm honestly, don't bother. We're gonna go to the tower.
I just was trying to be nice. Okay, bye.
Alright, bye.
My God.
Well, that was a car
Can we
crash.
go back to Valerian for a little bit?
Yeah. Is that you want to quickly do?
Yes, I would like to. After that phone call, I would like to. I would like to turn around and I would like to go. Well, that was a great phone call. Truly, that was a little long. I'm so sorry. Keep her somewhere safe because I will be torturing her, and then Dom's mother. We can give her back, but we're gonna go into a big fight in the couple towers. So maybe to keep her safe, we keep her here for a little bit, and then after the fight, we make sure she's handed over safely to Dom. Quinn, I now am getting close to Quinn, and I reach out my hand for her.
Don't make me.
I just want to shake your hand.
Oh, okay. I was thinking something else.
No.
Oh.
Come on.
Quinn shakes your hand reluctantly. A pained expression on her face. And she looks at you. I suppose then this is the first Baron of London.
Under Anarch rule.
Exactly. You see that both Axel and Axolotl do the exact same thing. Well, now that we've got this over and done with, I think we have a battle to prepare for.
I think so too. And Valerian dusts off his coat. Well, what are you waiting for? Get the guns.
Okay. Everyone, I guess. Roll out. You know what to do. We had this planned. Like, Quinn's voice is, like, entirely, like, defeatist.
And I love hearing it.
And that is where we're going to leave it. For the first half of the finale. It made me so that I was there going, like, part of me was like, I knew, like, Inez and Valerian had to sit there for a while, and it's like, I didn't want to go, like, the payoff will be worth it. Trust me, the payoff will be worth it. The thing that
because
sealed
I was
it...
literally there, like, good talks. What am I doing here?
Do you know what sealed it for you? I will reveal the fact that Dom said they share memes with Garlic. That was the one thread that was enough to swing it. I had a conversation with Apollo earlier today saying what would it take for Garly to betray everyone. And it was literally the case of if he felt like he was a spare part and he wasn't needed.
Oh.
If he was shown enough love, if he was shown enough love and enough, camaraderie, he'd stay. So when you said, "Oh, it was strictly a business arrangement," it was like, "Oh, you're pushing it straight."
Should have said the memes.
I love how like half the party never even fucking met Gally or knows they exist.
No. This is what happens when you have an extended universe with like 7 characters now. Well, put more than that.
Very important integral
Totally
part.
not a spare part. We promise. Who the fuck are you talking about?
But yes, this has been quite dramatic. More dramatic than I thought it was going to be, mostly because I forget who I'm playing with, and I don't have to stir the drama pot. You will stir it yourselves. I just have to provide the occasional prod in the right direction.
I've spent all my pieces.
I wouldn't say that. There's a couple of
No, I absolutely
ways things could fall.
I think, the only thing I had left was my plan to not attack with everyone else and go after the Camarilla in the final fight, which everyone now knows about, but that was all I had left. And I think I'm now trying to go,
I mean,
okay.
Leto or Valerian... Like, I mean, Leto or Valerian could be benevolent gods. They could always give you a spot on a council somewhere.
Not taking that shit.
Yeah, I still have to think about how I'm gonna deal with Leto, but
honestly, so I wrote this all along so the ultimate finale would be 1 versus 1 of the coterie, and I always wrote in every single one it was going to be Morgan and Valerian. It was always going to be Morgan and Valerian. I did not see it like at the last moment. Like I saw the opportunity and went, no. I mean, I'm not going to say what's going to happen next week. I mean, we could end up having, a duality council.
Valerian be killed.
And I mean, Valerian could also die. We'd have to go find a place to bury our grey-haired capitalist. The bottom of the Thames, probably. Right next to the Mercedes.
Right next to the Mercedes.
Yes.
Yeah.
It also goes in.
Right.
Can we dump the whole of the Tower of London into the Thames?
Just
Do some demolition work.
Yeah.
Anyway, I have been your storyteller for this long evening. My name is Hedgehog, Hedgehog UK Online. In terms of stuff, well, next week is the last episode of this. And I am both looking forward to it and not looking forward to it. Because all good things have to come to an end, and I'm like, but it doesn't have to be. But hey ho. We have loads of stuff coming up on the channel in October, however. 2 shows starting. I was going to say at the same time, but they're not. We have a horror Kids on Bike starting at the start-ish of October, and then we have Teens in Space starting in the latter end.
The plan is the 4th of October. We will start Hallows Vale. The cast announcement will come soon.
As soon as I make the image.
As soon as you make the image, as soon as we get the images, as soon as we get a fucking overlay, I forgot that I need to sort an overlay.
I've already got it on my list of things to make.
It might just be
if anyone needs help,
people.
I will probably, yeah, I'll probably lean on Anna's logo for Hallows Vale was like,
I mean, yeah,
top tier. Like
the amazing art that Riley made of that logo. I'm like, yeah, get that, but can you make it big?
If you just need help with the overlay, whatever, yeah, just let me know if you need help. I don't.
Yeah, I'm very excited. We had session 0. The cast are ready to go. I'm ready to go. I promise. I've thought about making notes.
Yeah, well, my session 0 for the Teens in Space starts on the 24th. So literally, I have to go from next Saturday, how this all ends, and then less than 24 hours later, I have to session 0 a sci-fi campaign. Well, I'll probably be still crying at what happened. I'm fully prepared for not sleeping next Saturday. I think I'm going to lie in bed and be like, what have I done? What chaos have I done? I'm going to let everyone sign off. We're going to go in reverse order this time because we went clockwise on the way in. So that means we start off with Callum. There you go. Brain fart.
See, it's happened to you as well.
Yeah,
you know, it happened.
The problem was
at least I was only forgetting the character names, not the real people.
No, that's the problem. my brain went Morgan. I went, no, stop. That's not their name. No. Try again. And it's like, look at the overlay. It's right there.
I'm a lot more reasonable than Morgan. You know, I'm a lovely person. Hello, everyone. I have been Callum and will continue to be Callum, even though you won't be able to see me. You can find me on the internet at Fiat Callum pretty much everywhere that's important or that I use, or even that I don't use. So, yeah, I have nothing else coming up apart from Hallows Vale, which I've been working very hard on. I had a play last week, but I wasn't here to advertise it last week. Sorry, I had it. The play was on yesterday. I forgot how time works, but I couldn't advertise it last week. So, like, if you're in the past, can you go and buy tickets to the show? That would be nice. If you would like to see me write about theatre, I will finally have a new blog out, which I haven't had in ages because I saw some kind of theatre. Yeah, anyway, that's me. I will be here next week one last time. And this will probably be Morgan's last hurrah.
We don't know. Inez, take us out.
Hello. My name is Inez. I use she, her pronouns. And I am your succubus girlfriend, with your consent. Tonight, playing Valerian was a treat, as always. I love my little man. He's just a little guy. You can find me everywhere on the internet at xxsuccubusgfxx or just succubusgf. My face is everywhere. It's very easy to find me. My most active platforms are Blue Sky, TikTok. I have an Instagram. Don't follow Inez666. That's something for different audiences. That's not follow xxsuccubusgfxx on Instagram, not the other one. What else? Twitch. I'm a Twitch streamer, variety Twitch streamer. I play a lot of Honkai Star Rail and Genshin Impact, but I'm trying to move away from it desperately. I'm doing my best. I'm trying to play things like Elden Ring and Sekiro and all that stuff. Cool, big story games. So come check me out. Just click my name down there and then click follow. It's easy. On Blue Sky and on Twitter is where I post when I go live. Also being that I go live on the Lightfoot Rogue channel every Friday. Also playing Vampire the Masquerade, where now I'm playing a lot of my previous character again, called Letitia Dauphine, who is a Toreador sexy woman, who is now sort of like leader of this subspace that exists between realities because vampires have been Thanos snapped out of existence. Yeah, don't worry about it. Who I've also found out that her sire is Megan Thee Stallion, so it's totally fine. It's totally fine.
Fucking universe.
Nice. Don't worry.
It's not like me saying it's bad. It's just.
It's amazing, but it's insane.
Yeah. It's not in my brain.
No, it's insane. You're absolutely right. It's totally insane. I love it. Anyways, that, and also, join the Horde of Sales Discord if you're looking for casting stuff. I work there now. That's so crazy to say. That's weird. I work there now, so there's a whole like AP casting thing in the Discord. If you want to join that and like be up to date to when people are casting and all that stuff, I will be scrolling to there as well to see who wants to offer me a job. Other than that, I have nothing going on, and that's it. Really, I love you very much. Please take care of yourself. Please.
Almost daily Twitch streams.
Yeah, just a whole, yeah, you know, yeah. No, it's fine.
You know?
Yeah, it's fine.
What? That's crazy.
It's fine.
I love you very much. Please take care of yourself. Drink water and go to therapy. Next.
Anna, not Anna. Well, that's a posh way of saying it. Anna.
Well, it is Anna. So I'm Anna or Riley. I use they them pronouns, and I am definitely human. I am everywhere on the internet at Peculiar Plans. I'm currently trying to get active on TikTok again. Post some shit on there. Other than that, things to plug. I have a Kickstarter going on still. It's called Homemade Acrylic. It's a poetry/art collage kind of thing. It's already funded, but any little other bit would help. Literally, I put a lot of time in it, so it would be cool. Second thing, I am now a regular on a weekly D&D stream on Dutch Dungeons, which means the Dutch stream. So we speak in Dutch, but you can still come and join. Because you can, I guess, try and get the vibes.
I tried and failed.
It's fine. Yeah, but if you are Dutch, you can understand Dutch. Kom kijken. Het wordt leuk. So that's, I think, pretty much it for me.
Awesome. Last but not least, taking us out, Blue.
Hi, I'm Blue. I've been playing Leto, who apparently has fingers in many pies that she didn't realize she had. I feel like she's got into a lot more depth than she really was planning to. You can find me online under Sanguis Blue on pretty much all forms of social media. I post various like costumes, makeup, stuff that I've made, and cosplay, LARP stuff on Instagram mostly. The next thing I have coming up is obviously Hallows Vale, which is happening at the start of October. But then at the end of October, on the 21st...
First cast announcement, Blue's in it.
Woo! Spoilers, my bad. But after that, on the 21st of October is Roll for Good. We do Halloween Hijinks, which is just a one-day event rather than our May one, which is 2. and we will be playing 4 games over the day. And it is raising money for AKT charity, which is for LGBT plus youths who are homeless or in dangerous environments, and all the money goes towards helping them. So keep an eye out for that, and definitely come join the stream.
Awesome.
We do very good.
Yes, very good course. Also, it's also how I end up meeting Chris from some other heroes. I'll be always grateful for that. It started a ball rolling. Roll for good.
Hell yeah.
I will say that Leto reminds me of a video game main character. It's like I just walked in and all of a sudden these people are pledging their allegiance to me. And I have no idea why. It's like looking back on it, I'm just like, yeah, this like we didn't shoehorn this in at all. No, this is entirely supposed to happen. It's like you're the chosen one.
You had a conversation with an NPC about like 5 things ago, and you had the right, like you chose the right script line, and now suddenly this is picked up somewhere else, and
suddenly the whole Inquisition wants to be your friend. Anyway. Anyway.
Yeah, have fun with that.
Have fun. Yeah, that's a nice last.
I have no friends.
Not true. Not true. Right. We will see.
I have to invent my friends, and they're not even a real faction.
Well,
despite the fact I have allies on my fucking sheet with meant to be having some sort of power in the Anarch thing. I don't know which Anarch faction likes me. Apparently, fucking none of them. So I had to invent the 6th faction.
It's almost like the one you were allied with or was friendly with got shot in episode 2 because you barged through the door. I mean, what am I saying?
They were gonna die anyway! No. I'm saying that was my fault. I wasn't followed by the police.
Oh, God. Get us out of here. Get us out of here.
We will see you next Saturday. Look after yourselves. Bye.